Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brand Man Brandon. How you feeling, bro?
Good. Work has been murdering me this week, but other than that, I'm good.
And so for me, I love football and I love comics. So all I've been doing is watching football and reading comics. Just it.
Yeah,
But
this weekend's going to be my comic catch up.
it's gonna be a lot of fun, to just kind of catch up and do all those things. So I have four piles in front of me right now. Things I read, things I breezed through, like kind of just went through and figured out all the stuff that I need to read, and things I need to reread. So that's how I put all my comic books, so we can kind of figure out what's what. But man, I'm loving what we're doing. What we're going to talk about today, and we might have a special guest coming in soon. We'll see.
We might,
Depending
right?
on how Lucas does, we'll see if Tank can jump in here. Tank and I already saw Beetlejuice. Brandman is going to be seeing it tomorrow, but we're going to do a spoiler-free review of it overall. So we'll definitely get that done. And then I think I'm the only one that saw all of Bel-Air up to 8. But man, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. Then we got all the Marvel rumors. I mean, the things that are circling around Blade, the things that are circling around Armor Wars. Are we going to get any of this stuff, or is all this stuff going to be gone? There's so many things that we're going to get into, so I can't wait to really jump into all those things, man. It's nuts. Along, of course, with a football game, so of course I'm watching all that at the same time. So we got Collector Movie Man in here. Hey,
Collector.
Spoiler Kings, what's up, bro? And then of course, once again, you know me, I won't even start the show unless Mama Bear is here. So I will literally just start over. We'll hit our music back. Welcome to the movies.
Oh,
We'll wait.
absolutely.
So I'm glad Mama Bear is here. Collectible Movie Man says, I saw Beetlejuice yesterday. I really enjoyed it, and I was able to get a collectible cup. So I got the collectible cup. We got a few other, like they had like this little like toy thing. So my girls have this, that. And then I already ordered my Funko Pop. So I have the old Funko Pop of Beetlejuice, and now I have the new one that's coming on the 12th. So it's 12th of October. So yeah, got all that coming. So you know me.
Yeah, and my plan was to go right after work today, but I was just like beat. I sat on the couch, told myself I was gonna pull my shoes on and head over, and then the couch just got way too comfortable in there, and the next thing I knew, it was 7:30.
So I saw Beetlejuice. What was it? I think it was 7 o'clock yesterday. And my great parenting skills, I took my kids. So yeah. Say what you want to say about me, but yeah. It's terrible. Mama Bear says, loving the purple.
Oh, what this?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not wearing it purple. So.
Thank you.
Got a nice trucker hat. You get that? Professor's in the building. Good evening, all. What is up,
What's going on, Professor?
I can't wait to talk about a few things with you guys. I read the rest of the Ultimates 4. I have a couple variants of this. I understand what's going on, and I'm going to wait a little bit to talk about it, but they might not be too far off. What they're talking about. I understand where they're going with the story, what they're trying to say. I think I really get what's going on. So that's something we'll talk about in a little bit. Like it says, I haven't been really watching anything on TV since House of the Dragon ended, but I am looking forward to the Penguin show.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited for it.
So
I'm so excited for it.
Very soon.
Yeah, really excited for that. It's really excited to see more of that version of the Batman just more world building and more Colin Farrell, who I thought was great in that role for the limited screen time he had. And so yeah, really looking forward to seeing what they do with this.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean,
Mhm.
it's they're doing it differently, and I wonder how two worlds running simultaneously is going to work, even with
Mhm.
it being, you know, this is not canon. This is not, you know, this out other world, whatever. I just feel like
Elseworlds, yeah.
Elseworld. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work,
Mhm.
uh, especially if they do really well. Like this Joker fully do. If it does really well, how's that going to work for Elseworld? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know some of the reviews have been coming out and saying it's just okay.
Hmm. But I don't know.
Um,
That's kind of what I expected. I expected to just be okay.
Same. Personally, I thought the first one was fine. It's just a one-off. I don't really think it needed a sequel. This is purely a product of studio greed, I think.
I wasn't a
So
huge fan of the first one.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was watchable. It's not my favorite. I thought it just didn't really do anything that that Taxi Driver or King of Comedy didn't do a lot better.
I,
It was Taxi Driver and King of Comedy just with the Joker brand slapped on it.
I do feel that way, and I also feel like it was different, and it was well acted, and you know, Joaquin Phoenix is amazing, but
Mhm.
I just I didn't care, and it might
Same.
just be me. It might just be me, you know, like me, you know.
Uh huh. Yeah, I thought it was watchable enough, but I never I was never part of the hype.
Mhm.
You know, thought it was fine, but yeah, I don't think it's the masterpiece everyone says it is.
Yeah, made a lot of money,
You know.
and you know, it made a lot of international money. So that's why,
Mhm.
even if we don't think it's going to be great, or you're not really sold on it, it could still do a big number because internationally the numbers could be crazy. Like they could do $200 million, you know, domestically, and the international numbers could be another $700 million. The next thing you know, it's a $900 million you know, movie. So,
Yep. Mhm.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. Tony said, "What up, gents? I watched Bel-Air early this morning, uh, dude." I, I'm back to saying this about Bel-Air. As I watch it, I feel the stress.
Mhm.
I just it's so much stress to watch, and the things that I thought were going to happen are happening, and
Mhm.
I have not seen the finale yet, but I
Uh-huh.
have watched up to 9. So
I might pull another late one after this. I might just pull Peacock back up after we're done for the night and just power through at least episode 8 and 9.
eight is interesting. Eight is that's what I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you. 8 is very interesting.
Yeah, I'm a couple minutes into it already.
To collect the movie man said, yeah, I have the Beetlejuice Funko Pop on pre-order too. So yeah, so mine's on pre-order, and I have the old one already. So
Mhm.
I got to add to this collection. I think I messaged one of you, but I think your messages were on private. You might have, but it also might have been Tank. So
Mhm.
Tank has actually been really involved in a lot of stuff behind the scenes during the day. It's just hard for nighttime for him to get here at the same time as us. That's what I've noticed, because it's hard because you got two little ones you're trying to get to go to sleep. It's
Mhm.
literally hard to get them on the schedule, but we are working on it. Yeah. Our fearless leader will be back here soon enough.
Mhm.
So, and I'm also a little worried about Joker 2. Yeah, it's only a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just, I'm not sold on it. I'm just telling you, like, I honestly, I think that we're going to watch it domestically, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, it was fine. And then you're going to see the international numbers come in, and it's going to do more than Dune. And you're gonna be like, how?
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
Mom Bear said, I'm not worried about Joker 2. And we got Anzo in the
Anzo.
building. What's up? Hey, Anzo, I told you he's a killer. Jeffrey's a killer. You don't need to see the body. You saw how he did to the dude. You saw him. One quick move. That's all it took.
Oh no, episode 7.
That was that was episode 7. Yeah.
In all fairness to Jeffrey, that son of a bitch had it coming.
He's like, I don't like bullies. He just stepped up to him like, look, bro,
Mhm.
I'm giving you a chance. I'm trying.
Mhm. Dude was starting problems for absolutely no reason.
And Jeffrey's gonna finish it.
Mhm.
And we'll see. You'll see what's going on. Tony says, Brian, the finale will stress you out. Oh, I'm not ready for it. Episode 10. Oh, it's so hard to watch because I'm invested into the characters. That's what's so hard. And seeing what's going on with Carlton and Will and Jackie and just so much going on. You know, that Phil and Viv's and stuff, and that was interesting, man. It's like you almost win. You almost got collected.
I'm not finished, but Amira can go to hell.
Watch what you say, man.
That's where she can go. I said what I said. That's where she can go.
All right. And have you guys seen some of the reactions to the author, George R. Martin, from the season finale, season 2? He posted something on his website, and then he removed it. He was calling out Ryan Condal. I did see that. George R. Martin.
I did not see that.
Yeah, for House of the Dragon. And I wasn't sure exactly why he was so upset, but I did. I checked it out, and then he removed it.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was only there for a little bit, and then someone got to him and said, "Hey, you can't do anything. You don't know what's happening." And he was like, "Oh, let me just pretend that never happened."
Mm-hmm.
George R. Martin.
Tony says, "So Brandman, can Amira go to hell butt naked, drenched in baby oil?" Dude, she was a lot finer than I thought she was. Honestly, she's a lot finer than I thought she was. But she is definitely a problem, and every episode you see more and more of a problem. And she's just a habitual liar.
Yeah,
habitually.
Yeah, that's why I can't stand that girl. I'm not going to say the other word.
Yeah. We don't name call here. Says respectfully, if he wanted a different ending, George R. Martin can take it up with the guy who wrote the books. He could have written something else different. I think he wanted the show to do something different. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Clinton says, yeah, I follow this guy on YouTube. He breaks down everything to deal with Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. I love House of the Dragon. I thought it was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
I'll still watch the following seasons. I think I definitely preferred season 1 to 2. Okay. There were things I thought about season 2 that worked, obviously, but when the final episode, when the season finale ended, I was like, seriously. Granted, I get that. Granted, I get that you got to build up to this big kind of grandiose battle. Because in all fairness to it, Game of Thrones did that also. But maybe it's just me. It felt a little more tedious than I don't know. The build up in Game of Thrones when they were building up to something big from season to season, I think it worked a little bit better for me. For whatever reason, I don't know. It just kind of dragged with the last several episodes of House of the Dragon.
Oh no!
I think I had a little more.
That second to last one was great. Yeah,
the second to last one was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of more hit or miss. Like the last, I think 3 or 4 episodes, but I really liked the second to last one. I think I remember even talking about that. I really enjoyed that one. But nothing we could do at this point except wait another 2 years.
I mean, they spent $20 million on each episode, and it's difficult to be able to spend all that money and have all these things going on. So yeah, I give them respect. For me, I feel like everything for Game of Thrones, all the time, Game of Thrones, the penultimate episode was always better than the finale, because the finale wasn't about the wrapping anything up. It was about getting you ready for next season and ended on a cliffhanger. So everything that happened, it was always the penultimate. So you're gonna get it in 5, and 6 was gonna be just whatever's gonna be getting to the next one. So I knew that we weren't going to get a battle. I knew they were gonna change things from the book, but all that's gonna happen in 5 and 6. And 5 was, if you didn't have any action in 5 was gonna be all this stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome back, Cleves, being a member. I appreciate it, bro. He said, "What up, fellas?" Hey, always.
How you doing?
George R. R. Martin is the guy who wrote the book. Yeah, I know. She was being facetious. She was like,
She was being, yeah.
He said, I meant anything to do with Game of Thrones universe. That's what he talks about on his YouTube page. That's awesome, because you know what? You have to be able to dissect a lot of this stuff, especially when you really care about something. There's things I like to really dissect. We definitely did with Interview with a Vampire. I'm loving talking about. I want to talk about this, the Ultimates. I really want to talk about that. But Bel-Air is something that I love doing. I actually didn't get to discuss it with Anzo and Danny on Tuesday. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get home in enough time, but I tried. So, that's my point. Less complaining and more finishing the series, because we've still been waiting for what, 3 years for this book. I feel like it's been a long time.
About that, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's supposed to come out, and he's still like, hey, So I thought you didn't know. It sounded like you didn't know. No, she definitely does. Yeah, she's a huge geek. She knows things, and she sends it to me. I always check it out. Like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense. Kevin says Beldemare pulling the race card and homosexual reasons for getting fired. No company is going to take a risk on hiring him again. All right, Beldemare. I have a few problems with putting your explanation behind a paywall if you really want to get your message out there. If you're gonna put it on your OnlyFans thing, but then you're not going to, you want to talk about, I will tell you, but you're going to put it on your OnlyFans things to really get more views. I thought that was very, weird. I think that it's, when you do something wrong, it's hard to play the race card or the homosexual card or any of the things like that, because you've done something that was wrong in itself.
Yep.
But he might not be wrong. But it's hard. This might have happened because of this, right? Because you have less of a rope, but you still kind of shouldn't have done that, right?
Exactly. He was playing a dangerous game.
Yes, Mama Bear, if you could throw the lawsuit information, and we could talk about that, because it's so much going on, and it's so hard. I just don't like you playing behind a paywall. I feel like that's wrong. Put the information out there. Show what you can do. What you know. So I watched the season before last, and I was hooked. Yeah, I feel it. But yeah, if you could give me the information, send me the information, I will, pull it up, because I saw Chill was actually looking at it yesterday, talking about it. I watched his video, and then I saw, I've seen different people saying different things about it, but I like to read it for myself and see exactly what he's saying. Like it says, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I appreciate you dropping by first, man.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on.
But no, the Bold Mail thing is crazy. I just wish there's so much stuff that was happening that's following him around, and that's unfortunate for me. I think that he's very talented. He's a great overall creator, writer. He understands the genre, but that doesn't give you free reign to do whatever you want. So I don't know. Let's look at this. See if I can pull it up for everyone.
Hang on 1 second. Gotta reconnect my earbuds.
Gotcha.
I've gotten a call through here.
See if I can pull it all up.
Hang on.
I see everything on Deadline, but I don't see his actual article.
One second.
Mm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're
All
good.
right. We're back. All right, cool. Sorry. Anyway, what were you saying?
No, I was saying, so I was looking for the Bold Mail thing on this article because she sent me the Deadline article. So if I could bring it up for everybody else and see exactly what they're talking about. Because I just thought that it was weird that he released it, behind the paywall.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see, Palestine, Big Brother, Sundance, Nutcracker, Taylor Swift. Oh, did you hear about the Taylor Swift stuff? I know that's totally off subject, but did you hear that someone said that
No.
they have this article thing that says September 28th, her and Travis Kelsey are going to break up. That is like the date.
Oh,
This
that I
is
did hear
all
about.
manufactured.
I did hear about that. I definitely did hear about that. I sure did.
So I was like, oh man. And Travis Kelsey saying, this is totally not right. These are all lies, things like that. So I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it up.
Yeah.
Let me read this. I'll open this up and we'll read this together. All right. And welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. We're gonna pull out this Bold Mail article real quick and let's talk about it and read it and see what the heck is going on. So I have not read it yet. Mama Bear literally just shared it to me. So we're gonna figure out what this stuff is saying. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. And you tell me what you guys think. All right. It says these allegations are egregious misconduct are false. Said my former says the former X-Men 97 showrunner Bo DeMayo today about the dark cloud of gossip over his sudden pink slip by Marvel Disney from the Emmy-nominated animated series just before his debut earlier this year. Flipping the script, the season scribe called out Marvel for its alleged toxic environment and near criminal working conditions that turn individuals against one another, strokes of paranoia to ensure compliance. Months after DeMaio exits his March, Marvel Disney exclaimed in August that he was fired because of egregious nature of findings in a misconduct probe. Last month, DeMaio said that he would go in part because of some LGBTQ fan art that he reposed, implying strongly such rigidity that is emblematic of the company's inside stance.
Mhm.
Rumors at Disney have swirled around the photos supposedly sent to X-Men 97 colleagues and accusations of getting too touchy with people on X-Men 97. Today, an attorney, Brian Freeman, filed an expedited jury trial seeking compliance in LA Superior Court to have allegedly illegal disparagement um, provision
Mhm.
removed from the writer's exit package documents. DeMille took to OnlyFans to call BS on Kevin Feige run Marvel and by Bob Iger led Disney. He said the rumors being spread around online are lies, and these are offensive. But more concerning is that they are it's a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious prejudicial misconduct stretching from select crew members on X-Men 97 all the way up to the top at Marvel Studios. The Mail declared in his nearly 30-minute remarks to camera on and often explicit subscription social platform. Okay, and meaning that personality conflicts happen, especially in creative environments like Hollywood. DeMaio also acknowledged that he has long known that he is not everyone's cup of tea. Yet in a
Mhm.
nutshell, DeMaio asserted today that him being gay, black, and open about it at Marvel Studios and was the real issue the company had with him, and they why they tossed him out later. Saw his credits for the upcoming season 2 of Mutant Saga removed. In fact, spotlighting the timeline of his departure, DeMille says that it was only after his initial conversation with Marvel HR that he no longer felt safe at the studio as a gay black man, and that he was shown the door. No.
Mm.
As the mayor bluntly said this morning, in the end, the offenses Marvel and others have leaked are designed to distract you from what really offended them. Someone like me dared to speak the truth to people like them. They wanted me to be black stamp of approval on this project. I declined. They wanted to erase aspects of my personality that clashed or proved inconvenient with the misguided narratives they wanted to establish. I declined. They tried to intimidate me with both explicit and implied threats. I was not intimidated. Everything they have done since then has been designed to not just silence me and smear me, but crush me and remind me to know my role. Addressing the minutia of this dismissal from Marvel in the weeks of fallout, DeMille laid down pretty stringent marker for the House of Mouse or the Mouse House. I have the
Mhm.
receipts and the eyewitnesses as long as you are as stop coercing them to lie. You can keep attacking me with lies and misinformation, but uh, we can become the ugliest, most annoying version of that. Or you can start acting like a studio that is worthy of a show like X-Men 97. To that end, the filing today from Freeman makes some pretty harsh claims against the defendant Marvel Animation State Studios for trying to shove DeMaio out and shut him up. DeMaio, who intends to detail his prior employment with Marvel via OnlyFans, were witness to an endured rampant discriminatory and harassing conduct during his years long tenure with the company. Says the 6-page filing in downtown LA today from the liner Freeman Tallyman, plus Cooley LLP co-founder. Uh, well,
Mm.
uh, well aware that the male possessed copious knowledge regarding Marvel's illicit and unsafe employment practices, the company sought to silence DeMaio as part of his forced ouster. Backed
Mm.
by an army of well-versed employment attorneys, Marvel knowingly incorporated an illegal non-disparagement provision designed to muzzle an openly gay black man and restrict his statutory rights. Rights, I'm sorry. The complaint adds, and in fact, Marvel invoked this unenforceable provision to justify its nefarious removal of DeMille's credit on the acclaimed series X-Men '97, specifically to ensure DeMille would keep his bonus with writing credits. The provision DeMille's exit NDA states. It says it's the last one. Linda Marvel and artist DeMille hereby agree to seek the prior approval of Marvel in the substance of any press release, news story, announcement, publicity, or comments to the press relating to the change of relationship between the parties in connection with his settlement agreement. The DeMille agreement, any of artists' services to Marvel, including um, artists working relationships with anyone artists known to be current or former employees, representative of Marvel or its affiliate companies, the series, or early termination of the DeMille's agreement. Once the initial mutual approved press release is issued, lender and artists can refer to such request to their initial press release without seeking approval. Further, lender, artists, and Marvel hereby agree that the parties will mutually agree in advance on the date of issuance of any press release, news story, announcement, or publicity relating to the change of the relationship between the parties in connection with the settlement agreement, the DeMille agreements, and or the early termination of the DeMille agreements. Lender and artist shall make no disparaging or derogatory statements or remarks concerning the series or Marvel and its affiliate companies. Anyone to know to be current or former employees of the representatives of Marvel or its affiliated companies in a manner that could reasonably be expected to cause reputational injury in Marvel and its affiliates companies. Wow. Freeman wants the court to strip the NDA. There are only two possible explanations for Marvel and Disney had both signed an NDA that obviously violated basic California law. The Hollywood heavyweight attorney told Deadline this morning. Wow. So it goes on and on, but I'll read this last part. Either incredulously, Marvel and Disney, hundreds of lawyers who advise over 250,000 employees, all just happened to make the mistake, or Marvel knowingly, intentionally attempted to silence Bo so they could have total control as to why he was no longer at Marvel, why he had his credits removed for season 2, and why he was uninvited and to attend the very award show that nominated his hard work for an Emmy. Sorry. Freeman went on to say violating Bo's statutory California law rights will cost Marvel in this case, but more importantly, Marvel can no longer stop the truth from coming out. On the matter of the truth, neither DeMille or Freeman have named names as of yet. And yet being the operative word here, Disney did not respond to the request for Deadline for comments on DeMille's claims. If and when they do, either directly or in court, this post will be updated. Damn. That's a lot. Basically, that NDA that he signed is not legal, and the wording of it is not legal in California. You know, so that's basically what it came down, and they're going to take Marvel to court for it, and they say they're going to win. So I mean, that's kind of just where it is. That's a lot, and it's believable because it's Disney, and Disney has done a lot of bad things. But once again, just like before, as I said, we haven't heard Marvel side from this stuff. We don't know where this is going to land. I reserve my overall comments to the end, but I do know, big companies do try to squash little people a lot.
Yeah.
What are your feelings overall?
On one hand, I agree. On the other, I think in a lot of situations like this, the less you say, the better.
Mhm.
especially if you want another chance at working again in Hollywood. Um, I, if the previous rumors are true about some of the stuff he was allegedly doing, I do think that was a recipe for disaster, and getting let go was probably inevitable if
Mhm.
his behavior behind the scenes was as inappropriate as they're claiming it was. But I think the best damage control that you can do is kind of lay low for a little bit. Um, I'm kind of inclined to say he's doing a little too much at this point.
Mhm.
And it's potentially just digging a deeper hole. But that's just me. What I think about it. Well, just as I'm taking everything that was just read
No, I hear you.
in.
Is it possible that what Marvel said is correct and what Bo DeMail just said is correct?
It could be.
Because I don't see anywhere that he said that the stuff that they claimed that actually happened didn't happen. He said they're
Mhm.
lying, they're liars, but he wasn't very specific about what it is.
Exactly.
I'm thinking the story is going to have more layers to it, and
Mhm.
as we go along, we're going to see a lot more. Um, don't know where this story is going to end, but I do know we haven't heard the last of Marvel, and we definitely haven't heard the last of Bo DeMail. And I hope
Oh,
it
absolutely.
doesn't ruin the X-Men, the series, and its future. I hope it doesn't,
Shame,
because
because I love X Men '97.
that's where we're heading. You're now soiling that part of it. So,
Mhm.
and I'm definitely not blaming Bo. I'm blaming them not being able to come together and come to an agreement, and
Yeah,
not just
compliment.
yeah, not but 'cause for the good of the show. But then Marvel taking away his credits, pushed it to a different level, and now
Mhm.
we're in a mudslinger fest, and we've heard bad things from Marvel Disney before, and I don't want to say that they're definitely bad. That they're the ones who did this here, but I also would believe if if that was the case,
Mhm.
if
For
we hear
sure.
more information that we find out that this stuff actually happened. So it's
Mhm.
you know uh, I don't know. I think I'm going to take. I'm doing exactly what we said last one. We talked about this. I'm going to take
Mhm.
my time. I'm going to really look at these things, and I'm gonna wait for the other shoe to drop before I make a decision. But right now, it doesn't look good for Marvel in this case. It looks like to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. See what you guys are saying. If my thing can come up. Yeah, Mama Bear said if this leads to Marvel Disney no longer bullying creators, I think this would be worth it. That would be huge if if it gets some positivity out of it. Um, but the little guy always kind of has to deal with a whole lot of legal stuff. I don't want to just assume that he is the one who's 100% right either.
Mhm.
You know, said Disney can't take it down behind the paywall, so that's why he can put his response, and he controls that avenue, so he can do whatever he wants from there. That's interesting. Yeah, I hear you.
Mhm.
Said if you tried it on here, it would have been yeah, vested. It would have been so deleted. You wouldn't have anything 100%. You know. So yeah. I like keeping a certain movie to a schedule and rewriting the script instead of taking the time to recast. It's like, yeah, it's like rushing things out. Yeah, no, you're not wrong with that. I mean, overall, I just think this story has another layer to it, and we're going to see a lot more. And I want this to be over, but I don't want my laziness to affect what's going on because my laziness will cause you know Bo to not get his stuff. So
Hmm.
I think we have to just be patient and see where it takes us.
Yeah, definitely. Mhm.
If you guys are watching this video later, um, comment on this video. Let us know. Maybe we're not seeing the correct way. Maybe there's more information out there that we're not knowing about. Let us know if that's the case. If you're watching this live, we're gonna go to our next topic because there's a lot of stuff we got to talk about. So appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So that was a lot about Boulder Mail. That was a lot about
Oh
that
yeah.
whole article. Um,
Feels like there's something new coming to light every week about that, huh?
it is, but that isn't that kind of
Mhm.
what happens when you're hiding so much stuff. So that's just a huge thing that we had to talk about. Um, and other news, Marvel news. Did you hear about the? Looks like they're going to have an answer for both Blade and Armor Wars in the next quarter.
Yep, I did read that.
Yeah. And you say answer for it. I mean, they already announced these things. So what do you mean with they don't
Hmm.
have an answer for it? Well, it looks like maybe it's not happening as much as we were already talking about that.
Hmm.
Um,
Which
what
kind of admittedly wouldn't be mad if neither of them happened.
I honestly I believe Armor Wars is past its due date. It's
Hmm.
probably time to just get rid of that. And
Yeah.
then when you look at Blade, what Wesley Snipes did in Deadpool and Wolverine
Mm.
made you start this appetite for more Wesley Snipes to give us this Logan type of ending for him,
Hmm.
or just use Wesley Snipes in these next Marvel movies. When we have Battle World and we want to see Blade, maybe we just use Wesley Snipes and then let
Hmm.
Reed Richards. I'm saying we let what's his name? What's his son's name? I don't know why I'm like Franklin Richards. I don't know about
Franklin
name.
Richards.
Let
Mm.
Franklin Richards redo everything, remake the world, and then we introduce a new Blade. The problem is Mahershala Ali is already what 53.
50 even.
He's 50. Oh,
Hmm.
I Mahershala. I mean, that's not the worst. I mean,
Hmm. No, but
will he stay
if you're,
with this project through all that time?
mhm. And I'm sure if they do a Blade movie, they'd potentially have sequels planned.
Mm-hmm.
You'd kind of want someone with a little bit of longevity. Not saying Mahershala Ali can't do it. You know, Robert Downey Jr. was playing Iron Man well into his 50s,
That's true. That's true.
but
It's not physically taxing. I don't think.
yeah. So we'll see. I'm still kind of skeptical as to whether this movie will even happen. I'm really thinking it won't.
I think Blade is done. I think
Yeah.
Armor Wars is super done.
Armor Wars is done for sure.
Because it also doesn't make sense. And once again, it's very Black Widowish. It's
Hmm.
past its time. It
Hmm.
no longer matters. So like, how are we gonna do a movie about something when we're in the middle of losing, threads of time of the multiverse? Universe is
Hmm.
actually like exploding. So if we're losing that, how are we going to continue to talk about this? I don't know. I feel like that's a mistake, and we're going to, that would be something just out of pocket. It wouldn't work. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not thinking that. I think Armor Wars will be announced to be going or never talked about ever again. All of a sudden, we just never mention it again and just goes away.
I agree.
You know, but
There's been no progress on it. The what was the latest thing we heard? That it started out, it was going to be a Disney Plus series, and then from there they said it was going to be a movie,
mm-hmm.
and I think that was the last thing we heard about it. Right?
Yeah.
There's pretty much been no movement on it.
Says
Yeah.
Armor Wars isn't. It's about the Stark tech being stolen, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Or
It's not
yeah.
about the 100%.
No. Mhm.
No, she's 100% correct. But that's not the issue, though. The issue is also that what you've done is Rhodey is a scroll, right? So we never
Mhm.
really had a Rhodey. So you don't have anyone to carry the stuff that the movie overall. And then Ironheart
Mhm.
doesn't seem like to have a following, and it's been getting real negative before it's even come out. And you've waited
Mhm.
3 or 4 years before, so now you don't have any of the things that the connective tissue. So that's the issue I
Exactly.
have with it more than anything.
Mhm.
What up, Drew?
Drew, what's going on, man?
Yeah, but now I do expect. I expect when we get Captain America in February, I expect Blade to be announced that it's not going to happen, or we'll just
Mhm.
hear something that is not going to happen. Marshall Ali has left the project, and then they'll
Mhm.
build something around Wesley Snipes
Mhm.
for a little bit, because I heard that it was a 3 movie deal that he was looking at. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know if we get the Logan finish, but I do think that we do something, or maybe it's a TV show,
Yeah.
TV series, or something that he's going to be around for a couple movies.
Yeah, they could do something. I'm not even sure I want like a Logan style finish because not everything needs to be Logan. They're
Hmm.
trying to make everything that's like the big thing that everyone wants to be now. Just let Logan be Logan.
I mean, they made fun of it in Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
You don't need all this right now. Come on, guys. No, but I mean, I guess the future will kind of let us know what's happening with that.
Mhm.
But I expect both of those to get canceled overall, especially with Marvel saying, "Hey, we don't want as much content coming out there." That's really easy way to trim the fat, and you're not going to lose
Mhm.
any money immediately from it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bear says, "I still say bring back the OG Rhodey. Drop a line like you thought that was me. Looks nothing like me." I hear what you say, but Terrence Howard said too many negative things about Marvel, and they're not going to deal with that. They're not going
Yeah.
to bring.
Mhm. Yeah, really burned that bridge. Even though I'd have always been curious to see what he would have done with the role, but I
Mhm.
do like Don Cheadle in the role. Um, you know, but yeah, I remember reading years back when he was replaced like a couple months after the first movie came out, and I was like, huh?
Mhm.
But
Because they didn't have enough money for him. He was promised a lot of money. They wouldn't take a pay cut. He said no. They're like,
mhm,
we got another guy, so they can recast real easy when it's about money. When it's about the
mhm,
character, they ain't gonna recast.
yep,
Marvel Studios take a break. They have nothing left to prove to nobody. They already reached their peak. I think they need to finish out their storyline,
yeah,
and I also think they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose the X-Men. I mean, now you started with X-Men. I think you have a decent story with the Fantastic Four. I think
mhm,
it's time to let the Avengers rest. So give us these 2 movies and let the Avengers just rest and be done for a little bit. I mean, and
yeah,
yeah, remember they made a lot of money off this Deadpool Wolverine.
mhm,
So I mean,
yeah,
if they changed the channel and get a great Daredevil series too, and then Captain America is great, they'll be back on top again.
yeah. I think I'm a little more um, interested in the content like that, a little more of the kind of self-contained standalone stuff like Daredevil Born Again. I absolutely can't wait for Captain America Brave New World. Really excited about that. Um, I think more of the kind of stuff that's in its own little individual corner. I'm more excited about a lot of the bigger stuff, like honestly, the route they're going with Avengers Doomsday. Admittedly, when they announced the casting of Doom, no disrespect to the great Robert Downey Jr., but it did kill a lot of my interest in the movie.
Okay.
And kind of the same kind of goes for Secret Wars, um, but a lot more of the a lot of the smaller stuff I'm more interested in, and kind of reverting back to Blade and Armor Wars. If they pull a plug on it, like I said, I won't even feel like we lost a whole lot, especially considering how much they talked about. They're trying to trim some of the fat when it comes to like the content they've been putting out and kind of focus on more quality. That said, I don't really think we need Armor Wars. Blade could work if they kind of get their shit together, especially since they seem like they're slowly inching their way into the more supernatural side of Marvel. So I'd be fine with Blade if all these script rewrites and constant director playing musical chairs, like if it pays off in the end, then fine. But Armor Wars, Ironheart, what else? Wonder Man. I don't really give a crap. I don't. I'm not invested.
They're going to do Wonder Man. They're going Armor Wars because it's already. I mean, Armor Wars. Ironheart's already done, so they're going to end up doing it.
Yep.
They might as well release it. Get that out. They can do just like they did Echo in February. Like he just released it and cut it in half, and it was good. So whatever it is what it is. But I think we're going to do Wonder Man because I tell you, I feel like they're going to go West Coast Avengers, and I talked about last week Dark Avengers. I think those things are going to happen, and they're going to stop focusing on the main Avengers and start doing something with them because your focus is no longer on them. The focus is on Fantastic Four. The focus is on X-Men. You can do that with having still have the West Coast Avengers being around. So, all right, that's a good place to be. All right, and look.
Let me pop in before we move on to the next. What's up?
I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that he was going to be here. Tank was going to be in. He jumped in real quick. So yeah, what's up, man?
It's going, man. It's a long nights, man. But yeah. But finally, we went to go see a movie. Went to go see Beetlejuice today. So I'm like, I definitely got to be on the show today. We got to talk about that. So, and then. Hear you guys talking about all the comic books and stuff, and Brandman talking about Robert Downey Jr. Returning, and this Marvel, yeah. Even like what Kevin said, like Marvel's reached its peak. I don't know. I don't know if anything can go higher than Endgame, but I think we have a shot at some cool
X-Men
stuff.
is the one thing that could.
Yeah. We can get some really cool stuff. I hope we do.
I'll say Marvel has two really good things, right? The biggest characters are what? Spider-Man and X-Men. Two really good things, right? The biggest. They jumped into Spider-Man, but X-Men is still untapped. So Marvel still has more to go. They can do a lot of things. And I still believe that Robert Downey Jr. being Doom, it's going to be because he's going to form his own type of Dark Avengers. That's going to happen. And I think that really actually kind of goes right into the Ultimates 4. I don't know if you guys really took a chance to check it out. I don't think he was lying. I think Campbell was actually saying the truth, that this kind of could give you a way to understand what's going on with Doom and how it is almost very split personality, right? And he's not all there. And all the trauma that we think is there, this new universe is going to have a lot of different trauma. And because of that, he does work with other people, and he becomes like the Tony Stark opposite. And that's why they use a Tony Stark person that looks like Tony Stark. And they could kind of put that into the narrative. And then when he loses, you could recast Doom. But this can close the Avengers book. We could be done with this. So we have the Avengers versus Dark Avengers, and that will be Battle World. And if they lose, Franklin Richards remakes the world and soft reboot. So, it's the way.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that's a good. I like that. I know you guys were talking about that. Was that on Monday? I believe Monday or last week. But I just feel like bringing Doom in and not him being his own person, like it takes away from the character. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's that's the only thing I think is it dilutes the character of being something really special later on. So
If your goal was to always, reboot no matter what, and he's not the real one, because you heard that they said that Mads Mikkelsen was going to sign
yeah,
the same week that they announced that he was going to sign to be Doom,
I don't know why.
and they
I
said
don't know.
no, we're going with Tony Stark, we're going with Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry, just
God, I still hate it.
I do.
I'm
I
not
do
a
too.
fan.
Man.
it has to be a reason though. I'm telling you, it has to be a balance thing. It has to be, we're going to start this world the same way we're going to end this world the same way we started it, with I Am Iron Man. With
Yeah,
him creating the
I
Avengers
am
and
Doctor
then
Doom.
closing out with a Dark Avengers, and either him losing the same way he won, and then just kind of reboots everyone. Everyone dies, and then
Mhm.
reboot everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the only reason they got Franklin Richards. The only reason they have a baby Franklin Richards during this time. There's no other reason why they'll have him there but to remake the world.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
It just
you
cheap.
can say
It
you
is
don't like it.
cheapens. And it's not that. It's not that. It's not that idea. Like I think you can have a great idea, but just bringing the actor back to play somebody else that's not Tony Stark feels cheap.
Yeah, it just seems like a very cheap, just safe move on their end. You
Yeah, it's
know,
like like
like yeah,
I yeah. It's safe in the sense of like people love him, but it's
Mhm.
like, but
exactly,
I loved him as Tony Stark, as that character. I don't know if I'm gonna love him
exactly.
as Doctor Doom, so
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. Like that's
Yeah,
why it could be a great story. It could be one of the best stories, but you already have an uphill battle because of people like Ram Man, myself. I think my sister texted me when she read the news. She goes, "So do they just run out of actors to hire?" Which is like true.
mhm.
Even Erica's like, "Why? Why are they bringing him back?" And so now you have an uphill battle of bringing people back into seats. Like you're going to get the
Yeah,
nerds like us for sure. But normies going
mhm.
to be like, "I what? Like, what are you doing? I don't get what you're doing. I don't
No,
care."
I don't think Norman's gonna care at all. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna bring the normies in, so that's why it's a
Mhm.
safe move. You're going to get the normies from this. That's not even
But all
neither
the
here nor
normies,
there.
like, I cried already when he died, and now you're bringing him back as a
Yeah,
bad
but
guy?
Yeah,
normies really didn't cry as much as they didn't understand the sacrifice as much as we did. I feel like they saw him, but he's a good actor. So people are going to go see just because he's a good actor. It's almost
Yeah.
like a show. It's like a like, hey, come see this thing, but they really don't care about the storyline. Um, I, I'm telling you things that I think is going to happen, but I agree with you guys. I don't like
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
I would tell you, I wanted Killian Murphy from the get
Oh,
go.
yeah,
It's just I thought that was
yeah. Like
the perfect casting. That's him.
yeah.
Killian Murphy would have been awesome. Another one. I'm
I
probably
don't
mispronouncing
hate
the.
Mads. You know,
Yeah, like Matt, even though he was in the MCU, previously, but obviously that's not
Mhm.
stopping Marvel. Um, this guy from I can't pronounce his. I'm not sure I'm getting his name right, but did anyone see that Dracula miniseries on Netflix that's about 4 years old?
I don't think so.
no.
Um, Actor, I think he's a Danish actor named Claes Bang or Claes Bang or something like that. I can't. I know I'm mispronouncing his name, but he played Dracula on Netflix. Like he would have been another pick of mine. He
Okay.
kind of gave off that appropriate energy when he played Dracula. But yeah,
They could have
I'm sure.
made a lot of different choices. And the thing that worries me is that Feige said no to the Russo brothers twice.
Mhm,
That worries me. So I think Feige is a very smart comic book
mhm,
person. He understands comic books. He understands the characters, and for him to hear their pitch, and he has a very good relationship with them, and to say no, and then
Mhm.
think about it and say no, right, and then go back and say, all right, we really need to get. Iger says we need to get our numbers up, and he says yes. That means
Mhm.
to me that comic book wise, story wise, it doesn't really match, but they're doing
Mm,
something anyway because money wise, monetarily, it's going to be good. And at the end of the day, Feige's thinking it's going to be a reboot regardless. At 2026, we're going to be done with this storyline,
Mhm.
so I can do
yeah,
what the hell I want, make the money, and walk away.
yeah, yeah. And it's also that's what we heard. You know, what I mean, that Kevin Feige said no. It could have been, you know, secret the whole time.
Yeah,
You
Mhm.
know,
but
it wouldn't be the first time. You know what I
he
mean?
wouldn't have interviewed other people multiple times.
Mm,
Like
I mean, maybe not, but also it could be like I'm interviewing for this, but it's really not for this. I'm trying to, you know, you can figure out if there's anybody else you can bring on for a different project. You know,
Mhm.
I actually thought that their first pitch, what everyone was saying, is that it was X-Men versus Avengers versus X-Men.
Avengers.
yeah,
That was
nah,
Mhm.
their first pitch, and that's what they said no. But
nah.
if they tweaked it, and I'm telling you, if they went Avengers versus Dark Avengers to create a new world to get them to that reboot,
Mhm.
that's that I could see them saying we could do the same type of thing, but we're going to change the characters and go from there. And now they're on board.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm cool. I'm okay with that. You know,
Yeah.
it's not the best thing in the world that I would want to see, but I think if it leads to a reboot where we get recasts of characters and get a new Iron Man, it's gonna be a soft reboot because they're not
I
gonna
don't.
replace
Yeah, I don't want them to get a new
Sam
Iron Man.
Wilson.
I just, no, I don't know if they do or not, but I want them to go a storyline because Iron Man has been gone. Tony Stark has been gone for a while. Even in this
Mhm.
Ultimates run, it's
Mhm.
Iron Lad.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
don't need
cool.
Tony Stark to do these things. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying you could reboot and we can know that this stuff happened, but now we have different characters that are carrying the mantle. And we can use those same things, But give me back T'Challa, give me back Black Widow. Like you could do those type things and just have
Mhm.
other people that did it. I don't. It's weird for me saying this because I'm so anti anyone else playing Black Panther.
Yeah.
Um, but in this case, I think Black Panther's problem was that he carries a mantle for all Black heroes, and not having T'Challa be that is different
Mhm.
than us having Miles Morales as Spider-Man.
Mhm.
I think it's different, and I think anyone you could think about it could see how it could be a little bit. It's seen as different.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so no,
You guys keep going. I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
all right.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the reboot stuff is so interesting. I'm just more curious to see what they're gonna do after all this stuff. Because this stuff it's cool. It sounds like it's gonna be fun, but I feel it's like you said, it's closing the book in this run of everything. And now it's fully going on to a reboot where X-Men and Avengers and we can have all these characters play together. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm more excited about that. I'm more excited about that. Also, I read because you had text me earlier like, oh, read Ultimates #4. So
Mhm.
I pulled it up and I read it really quick. I don't know if Brandman read it or not.
No, he
Um,
hasn't. That's why we
okay,
just talk about it right
so we talk about it right now. What the fuck, man? Because
So
that
I
was
I can explain a lot of because I've read 1, 2, 3, and 4.
okay. Because I know I read 1. I haven't read 2 or 3, so I skipped a couple and I went to 4, and I'm like, what is going on? Because it's interesting. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't bad. I was very, very excited to read the next panel and then the next panel and the way it was going back into like how the Fantastic Four got started
Mhm.
the OG original kind of story of space, blah blah blah, and then this version of Doom
Yeah.
and Iron Lad, which is I think is Anthony Stark, I think he called him.
Yeah.
I think so. I was just like, what the hell's going on? And it was a good twist at the end of the issue of you finding out who Doctor Doom is.
Well,
But
they already know.
well,
It
I
was
don't know as a reader. I don't know if we knew
you knew this
earlier or
in
not. Okay.
second. It's the second
Oh,
one.
okay.
You already knew
Okay.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reed Richards is Doom.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Because like I said, I skipped 2 and 3 and just read 4. But I think I'm gonna go back and read 2 and 3 and get fully caught up, because like this was like really interesting, because this dude was going through some stuff, man. Like,
So and mentally, but that kind of leads us to what Doom could be doing and what could be going through in that universe. He had, did some things, and next thing you know, it's caused him to have a mental break
mhm,
and a split personality, and just it's messing him up. So I can
mhm.
see all that happening. And 2, I believe is 2 is the one where they got America Chavez at the end, and then 3 was the one more with Thor coming back, um, and them fighting the finding this world of Hulks,
Mm.
but because Bruce Banner experimented on this island, and on that island it was so you got one to turn into the Hulk, but there are other ones that just turn into gamma ray people that are like dying.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like some people are like totally falling apart. One who already feels the wind feels like pain. Like he met Bruce
Jesus.
Banner, or called Dr. Banner, messed people up.
Uh,
So that's
on
what 3 was.
experimenting. Damn.
So so basically they're just turning all these heroes on their head, you
Yeah.
know. And that's what the Ultimates is doing overall.
Mhm.
Um, so that's why I see 4 and understand what Doom is doing. I can see that he's having a hard time dealing with what happened to him, and
Mhm.
you see him. So he was 13 years old when he went to college. He's always been the smartest person in the room. What if instead of everything going well, what if everything went terribly? And instead of them turning into superheroes, they died.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is what you get from this.
Yeah. And I just died like
Horribly.
horrible deaths. Man. Horrible deaths, like
Burned alive or
burned alive. Yeah.
crushed by rocks instead turn into a rock
Yeah. Yeah. Well, didn't he was at the bottom of a pit.
of a
I
pit.
think they
Yeah.
found him, right? And
Yep.
they thought it was suicide or something like that. And then Mrs. Invisible
Yeah, the invisible
was
man.
just dying. Like she was just like
Just
literally just
melting
wasting
away,
away.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like her cells are just evaporating or something like that. It was like, what the and that's what I'm like reading. I'm like, holy shit,
But
man. It's like
what would that do
so
to you
messed up.
mentally? If that's what
Uh-huh.
Reed, if you're Reed and that was doing to you mentally, what would happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that
Yeah.
does give us insight to what they might do. And then we also have the part that we find out no one's going to talk about how he looks like Tony Stark until he gets into 616.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And it's possible he's already here.
That'd be interesting. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility because of Kang.
Mhm.
Kang already throwing stuff all like off. So it's I'm more curious in are they gonna bring up Kang in being a reason why things like this are happening, or what? Oh jeez. I see you cracking
So I'm trying not
I
to.
saw. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what how they're gonna explain Kang and then how they're gonna bring in this
Well, so
version of
they
Doctor
said they're
Doom.
going to have multiple actors probably doing it.
Kang?
Yeah, being Kang.
Yeah. Yeah. That probably be for the best. I don't know how else would you explain having like a weird like multiple versions of like Tony Stark or somebody who looks like Tony Stark,
Mhm.
have multiple versions of different people and stuff like that. Yeah, it's starting to get a little much, I think. Which is kind of annoying. So
Any people that play fantasy football, I
uh-oh.
hope Isaiah Likely is not your tight end.
I was gonna draft him, and I'm like, nah. He screwed me up last year, man.
He's been killing this game. I'm pretty sure he just broke his arm.
Oh, damn, that
Pretty
bad.
sure I just saw his hand, his arm, this part bend the wrong way in the middle. Oh, they're gonna show the slow motion.
Oh, that shit out. You want to watch it. And also I looked up this Danish actor that Brandon was talking about. I see it, man. I see it. He has this like a look where he can be like, a cocky son of a bitch, But the other thing is, like, he's 57 years old.
Yeah.
And
I
don't.
Robert Downey Jr. is 59. So
yeah, I know, and that's the problem.
He's a short term.
Yeah, he's a short term solution.
That's why I perfect age at 48.
Mid-40s. Yeah, he's around the same age as Pedro Pascal. I think they're only a year apart. I was hoping that Doom would stick around for the long haul. There's a lot that you could do with the character. I always kind of looked at Doom as like more or less kind of like the Darth Vader of Marvel. And I was hoping for 8 or 10 year plan. do like a lot with him. It just seems like this is just going to be the 2 movies and then that's a wrap.
No, but they're going to recast them.
Yeah,
they're going to recast them. It'll be a new Doom, and that's when you could bring Cillian Murphy in to be Doom. So they don't lose anything. They can still do it.
Yeah. That was with Cillian Murphy. How old would he be by then?
Say 2 or 3 years, he'd be 50, 51. Still be a year younger than Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, if he looks fine, if he looks good, then it's gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it is why people just want all these damn old people, older actors coming in. Like
Isaiah Likely did not break his arm.
Wow, who's that?
And he just scored a touchdown. He did not break his arm, and he just tippy-toed his way to a touchdown. Ooh, is he out of bounds? Nice. Man, I wish I could bring this up to show you guys that's serious. I think he's out of bounds. I think he got one toe.
I just got a new app to try to stream some football games for the season.
I think he's out of bounds. This is. I'm sorry, we're right in the middle of this.
That's out. That's out.
That's a toe, right? Yep, there's the toe.
Yeah, nah, that's out. That's
all you can say is it's not down, but it's.
Yeah.
Wow, 1 inch from tying the game with 1 second, with no time on the clock.
So I wind up drafting Lamar in one of my leagues. And you know what? Every time I draft Lamar, I get screwed. Like I always get like he always messes up for some reason, or gets hurt, or just doesn't perform.
1 inch away. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I am man. Okay, what were we talking about?
Well, because like all these like older actors, I know you guys already talked about the Green Lantern thing. I want to throw my 2 cents in there with it real quick because I know we're not gonna make a video out of it, but how do we get into football? It's always football.
Sorry,
there's
never a time that I'm not watching football.
Yeah, it is the first game of the season. Like that is it. Thursday nights we're gonna be like a lizard, like one eye here, one eye there. It's like, Yeah. But yeah, like I heard the rumor. I saw the rumor on X. I think my time to shine.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, my time. Yeah. They wind up like reposting somebody else talking about it, and I'm like, no. Why no? Josh Brolin. Like, I love Josh Brolin. He's a great actor. I love him in most everything he's in. You know, he's a great actor. He is not Hal Jordan, though.
Absolutely not.
He is
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's
so
too.
upset.
Yeah, he's too grizzled, and just kind of has that kind of like permanent, almost like cowboy vibe to him. Dare I say? I picture Hal Jordan being a lot more like just naturally clean cut.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Also
That's no dis.
More charismatic, you know what I mean? Not saying Josh Brolin
Yeah.
doesn't have that ability to be like that, but like you said, he's very more standoffish. That's why he fit Cable so well. Like he played.
That's why he fit Cable.
Perfect. Yeah, even Joe.
And
he played well.
Yeah, he's a great actor, but I just don't picture him, as Hal Jordan, like in any way, shape, or form. Much as I like him, I think he's
honestly.
Yeah. Because he was great as Thanos. To act through that much CGI and still absolutely crush it. That's when you're a good actor. But yeah, not as Hal. I just can't picture it. Did you guys read about the backup actors in case he says no?
Yeah. No, that's what I was getting to. It was like, how are you going to go after Josh when Chris Pine is right there?
And I've said this from the beginning, back when Chris Pine was cast in the Snyderverse. I was like, he needs to be Hal Jordan. He had better be Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Granted, he was fine with Steve Trevor, but I kind of thought it was a throwaway role when you kind of consider he would be excellent as Hal, especially if they're going for an older Hal at this point in his career. He's a little bit older, but he still has enough longevity in case they want to do something more with the character. Who else did they say? Matthew McConaughey. I don't think I could see that.
That doesn't
doesn't make no sense at all.
No. Ewan McGregor, I know they said him too. Might work. Like him as an actor, but kind of weird, kind of have a little bit of trouble picturing him as Hal Jordan. But of the bunch,
Chris Pine is perfect.
Chris Pine is absolutely.
He's 44. He can be there forever.
Yeah, he's got enough longevity, and if they're going for an older Hal, who would presumably be a mentor figure to John, that he's got enough longevity. They don't need to. It doesn't need to be a torch passing. He has enough still in him to carry on for like X amount of years. Mm-hmm. So, and I think the way he played Kirk was a big sell.
He's charismatic. That's just
he's charismatic.
Mm-hmm. He's so good, and just sees everything he's been in. Like, I'm like, fuck, you're so good, man. Even little roles that he winds up being in is
even the bit parts that he plays, and he can do it all. Like he was probably my favorite thing about Horrible Bosses 2. I thought he was absolutely hilarious in it. I liked him. Like the underrated Dungeons and Dragons movie. I thought
Dungeons and Dragons is amazing.
Yeah. Like I watch that movie at least once a month.
Yeah, it's so good. I was surprised at how many people hated it.
I was surprised. I liked it. It was much better than it had any business being.
Yeah.
But my number one, because that should, like I said, that should have been that way from the beginning when he was cast in the Snyderverse. I was hoping he'd be Hal. So I'm like, Gunn, don't fail me this time.
Yeah, and I was trying to like think of other people that might have been fitting, and I'm sure there's other younger actors, but if you want to go with somebody who has a name, Chris Pine is probably a little bit better.
Yeah, my other choice, and we were talking about this just the other day. I forgot who commented it, but I've been saying this for a while. Also, another choice of mine would be Garrett Hedlund. I think he'd be great. And I think he's a couple years younger than Chris Pine. Still enough longevity. I think he looks the part. Underrated actor. I think he's really good. But yeah, if it were up to me, Chris Pine all the way.
Yeah. And also I looked up the Jon Stewart castings. I think it was between two people. I can't find out who it was now. Both young guys, like really young. I want to say late 20s, possibly early 30s.
30s.
Yeah. I'm hoping for like more of a 30-something for John, just because that's kind of cemented in my mind when I was first introduced to the character in Justice League. Like I hope they don't go too young with him. So we're talking about a career Marine who's out of the military. I think if they go like, I'd be good with them starting honestly like mid-30s, early mid-30s with John. If this is like a seasoned military vet, that's kind of the age bracket I kind of picture. That's the age bracket I always kind of picture John. There's a reason he was selected for the Corps. With his military experience and years under his belt. So I'd kind of be good with like a 34, 35-year-old if they casted him, like a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
And I kind of hope they don't go like too much like mentor trainee. I'm not sure I want to see that. I when they said True Detective with superheroes, I kind of pictured it being more of a partnership, like Rust and Marty in True Detective. That kind of but they're more like equals in terms of what they do. I think that would be cool, but wait it out and see. Like I said, I think when I think John, I think my number one choice at this point in time would be Aaron Pierre. I think he'd be good.
I still like Damson Idris.
Damson Idris would be good.
Yeah, I think he's one of the possible.
He's 33. He's an
33.
Unbelievable actor. Yeah. He's 6'1". He could build on the body. I think that he works really well as Jon Stewart. And I'm a Supernatural fan, so I wouldn't mind Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles could be Hal.
That's what I've always thought. That's Hal. That's
not bad. That's not bad. I never thought
everything you think about, like military. I mean, you can believe it. And he looks small, but he's big. He's actually a tall guy. I think that works, but it's just me.
I actually didn't even give that too much thought, Brian, because everyone's saying, "Oh, cast Jensen Ackles as Batman." Not sure I could see that, but now that you mentioned Hal,
I think he's better.
Absolutely.
I can see that. I can
absolutely.
I kind of like that now. I kind of like that now because he's old enough where you can get that like grizzled vet kind of feel, but still young enough where you can keep him around for a while.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about him just going anywhere. He's not going. He's going to be around for a long time. And you can see someone listening to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be good with Jensen Ackles in that role. Absolutely.
All right, Mama Bear sent me the casting for Jon Stewart. You got it?
Go ahead. You it's on my phone.
I'll share it. Yeah. All right, pull it up right here. It's casting Jon Stewart for DCU Green Lantern reboot. Stewart will debut in DCU's Lantern series. Potential actors include John David Washington, Aldous Hodge, and Javon Adepo. The DC Universe reboot has already cast its first Green Lantern with Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. The Jon Stewart version of Green Lantern has been confirmed to be part of the new DC Universe. and that there are going to be a few exciting options who can bring a popular DC hero to life. They failed before, blah, 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 blah. I understand what's going on, but Aldous Hodge, Javon Adepo, and John David Washington. John David Washington's too short. One. Aldous Hodge is awesome. I feel like his presence is too much.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's too, because he's too, I think he's too big.
He's
too big. Like he's a standalone guy, but that's just me.
I feel what you're saying.
Because you see him, he's the right age. I know he's only 6'1", but he just seems big because he's bulky as hell. Just so
I'd be all for him getting a second crack at the DC universe because I really enjoyed him as Hawkman, and kind of upset that he doesn't get to continue on in that role. So I'd be all for him getting to be part of an ongoing franchise if that's what happens with DC. Plus, it's Aldous Hodge. He's great in any and everything that he's in. John David Washington.
Javon Adepo. So, do you see the 3-body problem?
Oh no, not yet.
You haven't
not yet.
Oh my goodness,
so bad.
Javon Adepo, it steals the damn show.
Yeah,
that entire series. He is awesome. I don't know if he's military enough for me, but he's young.
Yeah,
I really like him.
I need someone who can really sell that, no nonsense career military. Because have I been saying right? Jon Stewart was a Marine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he a Marine?
Yes.
Okay, then I was right. Okay. So I really need an actor who can really sell that element because he's got to be kind of stoic. That's the vibe that I had always gotten from the character. This is a man who doesn't come to play; he comes to get stuff done. So,
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. I'm just kind of worried they go after the kind of Jon Stewart that I don't know if you guys watched the latest DC animated Green Lantern movie. It's called Beware My Power.
I didn't see Beware My Power.
It's not good. I didn't like it. I didn't like what they did with John. I didn't like what they did with Hal. I didn't like any of it. It was just bad, Like they made John very reluctant because I don't want this thing. Get it off my hand. I'll get it gone. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I was like, John was never like that.
No,
John
why would they do that?
Why it sucked. He wore a trench coat for a half of the fucking movie, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I can see that. Obviously you would probably get rid of the beard.
Yeah.
This one I can see. This one I can see a little more.
Yeah.
But once again, clean cut. I don't know. Maybe you don't want a big name, but you probably need a big name.
I mean,
it kind of
big name with Hal. Do you want to go with something a little bit?
What about here?
I can see that. Even with the mustache, I can see that. Well,
it's not bad.
Yeah.
I just don't think John David Washington's the guy.
No, not for John. Not for John. He's cool. I rather.
Yeah, I like him. Not entirely sure I could picture him as John myself.
Yeah. So I want to see somebody. I mean, Sterling K. Brown was still my favorite, but
he's
I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, he's too old. Yeah. But I always
he'd be awesome.
John and Hal were always about the same age. Even Guy. I thought Guy was about the same age too. I thought the only young one was like Kyle and everyone below them. But I don't know. I wasn't digging Josh Brolin like at all. You know,
absolutely not.
So I don't.
Nathan Fillion.
I'm fine with him as Guy Gardner. I think another good choice for Guy Gardner though would probably be Meth Damon, Jesse Plemons.
Yeah,
yeah. Meth Damon would have been good.
Jesse Plemons, nah.
I
could see him as Guy Gardner.
I hate.
Let's just call him Meth Damon.
I don't know if I'm down with that one.
Yeah,
I do like Jesse Plemons though. But
Jesse Plemons is perfect for the awkward scene where you don't want the guy there and he's still there. That's him.
But I'm fine with Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, he's fine.
I feel like Nathan Fillion's 55 years old, or he's 53 years old, something like that. He's too old to be doing this. Like, where you started off with it, unless you're never going to revisit him again.
I think
it kind of
it's in and out.
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel like he'll only pop up like here and there. Yeah. And James Gunn was inevitably going to put him somewhere.
Yeah. You must be planning on using him a lot, quickly. And, you better use your Green Lantern core stuff right away, because he'll be 60 in 7 years. 7 years seems like a long time, but it's not in movie time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not Paul Rudd.
Even Paul Rudd is starting to show some age.
Oh yeah, look at him in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Good point. All right. We do need to do this Beetlejuice non-spoiler thing.
I'm not for it. I want to talk about it. I want to watch some of these trailers because we got to talk about that Minecraft trailer. Because
oh my god,
what the?
I don't even know about that.
All right, I think I made a quick thing for Beetlejuice.
Oh, perfect. Because I was like, do something.
Yeah, I can add the spoiler-free thing in there. I don't know if that helps or not. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
I'm just letting everyone know, why we put it out there.
Yeah, man, the title.
And Brandman hasn't seen it, so we can't spoil anything anyway.
No, I don't want to spoil it, man. I don't want to spoil it. But I do want to talk. We'll talk about it. We'll keep details and stuff away from it.
And guess who's running this one?
Not me. Man, I'm rusty, bro.
You have any idea how hard it is to run all this and all the football and stuff? I was like, I'm not Tank. Stop trying to make me do everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I go back to work on the 16th. Yeah, I go back to work on the 16th. So, as weird as it sounds, I'll probably have time again because I'll be at work. So I usually designate some time to goof off at work.
I can't believe it's been that long. I guess it has been. Wow.
That'll be 7 weeks.
Yeah.
I think I'll have 7 weeks off.
End of July. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. But a lot of characters are dead. But, we missed a few. Kevin said even if Beetlejuice 2, Joker, 2, Superman be my success for Warner Brothers, Davis as I'm going to sell this company eventually, just not right now.
What if Disney buys Warner Brothers?
I mean, they're not in any position to buy Warner Brothers right now. They got some issues, money wise and stock wise on their end.
Stock wise, but I don't think their money is going anywhere.
And their money's not too big of a problem. I mean, they're dropping how many billions of dollars in the next 5 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just in LA, I think it's like 60 billion or something like that. Something stupid.
If you put in the movies that they have releasing next year, it's over 100. Like I think it was like $100 billion of stuff.
Yeah,
in the next 2 years. I was like, what? I don't even. How can you count that high? I can't even imagine. That's beyond my comprehension.
He has those
Of
big Mickey Mouse gloves on. That's how.
it'll be a Mickey Mouse pinky, like.
Yeah, but the selling, Kevin, you're not the only person saying this. I see this a lot. I see this a lot. You know, it says AT&T sold Warner Brothers, even success of Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Yeah, you know, but also like AT&T was having issues. Warner Brothers was never really in like hands of a company where they were always in a good position. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think Zaslav might be the best bet for Warner Brothers right now, just because he knows how to like cut a lot of the fat, and a lot of times for us fans, the fat is like some Cartoon Network, is the Acme movie, Batgirl
Mhm.
movie, that's the fat. For him, he sees money being wasted. For us, we're like, wait, I want that. He's like, too bad.
Yeah.
So
Because it costs so much money for you just to do.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
you're going to market
Cartoon
it.
Network was just a stab in my heart,
Yeah,
But
same.
but for him, it's a dollar sign. He's like, kids don't watch that shit anymore, and it's not wrong,
And they stream. My kids don't watch any live TV anymore. They stream everything.
Yeah. So and it sucks. It sucks, but Zaslav, I think, is the right guy for the company right now. And he did the best thing that you could possibly do: make DC its own studio. I was like, how Warner Brothers didn't think about that like decades ago. In '89 when Michael Keaton, as we're gonna talk about Michael Keaton, played Batman, you should have been like, oh, this shit needs to be its own thing, and then you can go crazy with it.
Mhm.
I still say, can you imagine after seeing Mr. Mom saying, "Hey, I have a great idea. Let's let him be Beetlejuice and Batman," and then it worked like a charm.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. With a shiny DC logo, exactly, Joe. New shiny logo, got everything. But
I still hope. I mean, we have hope for DC. We just gotta see.
Yeah, I have hope for it. I'm excited about it.
I'm not excited, but I have hope.
Well, I think I'm more excited. I think I'm more excited of what it could turn into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, curious to see how it pans out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
as wacky as Luke Skywalker being the Joker. Michael Keaton being Batman. I ain't gonna tell me Luke Skywalker will be Joker. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That blew my mind whenever I found that out, like probably some mid-20s or so, maybe late 20s, and I found out like Mark Hamill was the Joker. I was like, wait, what? What? I was like, just
I don't know. It was like for me, like 2010, 2011. It wasn't like a lot long ago.
Yeah. I remember reading that when I was a kid, like shortly after I really got into Star Wars, and then I just stumbled upon the credits for Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. I'm like, wait, that's Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, voice of Joker. And it's interesting because it almost didn't happen. Because originally he wasn't the one who was originally cast. Originally, it was Tim Curry who was going to voice the Joker.
Yeah,
and he even like recorded some stuff, and they said his voice was kind of wrong for the part.
Yeah, it was great. So Harvard said, I was a fan of the Flash, so I recognized his voice.
I just didn't.
I know. It just I didn't connect the two. You know what I mean? They're so different. It was hard to hear anything else. Even Professor's like, I know, right? Yeah. There's some voice actors where you're just like, wait, what? Like, but also Mark Hamill. Like, I found out like all the voices he's done throughout the years. Like,
he's
like
an amazing voice actor.
He's the regular show. So what a cartoon that I absolutely love. One of the newer-ish Cartoon Network kind of shows, the regular show. He plays this Sasquatch, I guess, that's like super old and stuff. And his name just skips because he skips everywhere, and it's Mark Hamill. I'm like, what? You know, plus like just a bunch of other stuff, like since he was a thing, you know, like from the 70s. So yeah. His voice, the trickster, that's right, yeah, from the Flash.
Sure was.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's a copy
crazy.
and paste.
Yeah.
It's just a copy and paste. Yeah. 90s Flash. Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I found out that Regina King was both Huey and
Riley.
Yeah, Regina King. I was like, Regina King. What do you mean? But then I hear it now. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That I forgot about that one. That was a good one. Yeah. I love voice acting. Like John DiMaggio is still one of my favorite voice actors of all time. He's just he's just so versatile and just so. That's why I love seeing him in the Interview with the Vampire in season 1. Like because he hardly actually is himself. You know what I mean? He's always a voice. You know, so like actually seeing him on screen, I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. You know, so and then his story of him becoming a voice actor is great. There's like an animated story of him talking about it, and it's just so good. It's so good, you know. And he does all the voices and all the craziness to it all. So, Regina King said she recorded her lines for 5 seasons, for season 5.
Yeah, for season 5. Yeah, so I thought you said 5 seasons. I was like, what?
Yeah,
for season 5. Yeah.
Damn. So were they that far along in another season? Where she had already recorded lines and stuff like that?
She probably just said, whenever you have the script done, give it to me. I'm busy. I'll knock it out, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Damn. Never gets another season of that show, which kind of sucks.
Well.
Yeah. All right. You want to do spoiler free?
Yep, let's do it.
All right.
I already got the
synopsis.
I feel like I've been reading all day anyway, so it's okay. I can read the rest of this thing.
We'll keep this one short. We'll keep.
Dude, I was reading that the Bold Nail one. I was like, I can't believe it's still more.
Is that the one where the stuff he released on OnlyFans?
Yeah. So we went through the whole thing, everything that Deadline had, and I was like, I can't believe I'm still reading this. This is crazy. Brandman was like, I'll leave and come back.
Oh my god! All right. Well, hopefully this will be a lot shorter than that.
No problem, I'm there.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I know people were dogging on him for like, bro, you're gonna make us pay for your OnlyFans to get the truth, like
behind the paywall. But Mama Bear said, you know, if you put it behind the paywall, they can't make you take it down.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's something I never thought about. So I was like, oh,
it's interesting. I don't know. Is it true though? Because there's a lot of things
because
that
you
are
own
behind
that thing. So, you know, and it's not released to the public. It's you have to pay to get this. So you know that makes sense that a publicly traded company can't go and make you change what you got and doing behind a paywall.
Yeah, but if you break NDA, you still break NDA.
But the problem was, if you read it, I think he's gonna win that part of it, the NDA part, because it's illegal in California. That the part that they have him doing, that's illegal in California. I think he's gonna win that part.
Yeah. I gotta check it out. I just know that he said he was gonna release the truth on OnlyFans, and it wasn't a good look. Yeah, that does make sense. I didn't even think about that. You know, kind of protecting it. So, all right, let's talk about Beetlejuice. Where are we at? Been a while since I did this. Shit, it has been a while since I did this. I'm looking for everything. All right, let's do it. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna talk spoiler free because Brandman hasn't seen it yet, and I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it yet. But we are talking Beetlejuice, the sequel, what, 26 years, 27 years in the making, something like that.
36.
30. It was
30?
over.
No,
Yes,
oh
it's
shit, yeah,
1988.
yeah, yeah.
1988, the first one came
You
out.
know?
Oh
So
my
88
god,
to
man, you grew up.
2024.
Yeah, yeah. So
36. Man.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into our well, no, you know what? We're gonna keep it spoiler free, so we're just gonna kind of talk about it. And then we'll get into our rating, you know, if you should go see it or not this weekend. But yeah, but Brian, before we jump into that, got your synopsis?
Sure do. Got it. 3 generations of the Dietz family return home to Winter River after an unexpected family tragedy, which was stupid. Still haunted by Beetlejuice. Lydia's life soon gets turned upside down when her rebellious teenage daughter discovers um, a mysterious portal to the afterlife. When someone says Beetlejuice's names 3 times, the mischievous demon gleefully returns to unleash his very own brand of mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Jenna Ortega made me angry.
being a teenager, being a
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I was like, oh, you
Yeah.
gonna do exactly, you gonna do that?
Yeah. But she was very much like her mom. So Jenna Ortega is the kid in high school, I believe it was high school.
Yeah.
And she is the daughter of Lydia, which is Winona Ryder's character. You know,
Yeah.
so Lydia's all grown up, and you know,
Mhm.
she has a talk show, you know, about ghosts and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Jenny Ortega reminded me of like a more, I would say, because Lydia was very like, "F you, I'm gonna do what I want,"
Yeah.
kind of kid. But this is like even more so. Like
At
you
least
see from,
because I mean,
you
you
know,
understand why Lydia did it, because she had her stepmom and her father, so she didn't trust
yeah,
this lady. You know, her mom's no longer around. I mean, around, even though she's not dead, wasn't around. She
yeah,
wasn't happy about that. So I understand being very gothic, smart ass kid.
mhm,
So you knew what Astrid was doing with her, who's Jenna Ortega's character. We knew something had to be going on with her too. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. But you know, besides that, you get most of the original cast back. You know, Michael Keaton's back as Beetlejuice. You know, Winona
Mhm.
Ryder, Catherine O'Hara. The biggest one that was missing, which that's not even a spoiler, is from the trailer. You see it is the father. I can't remember his name.
kind
Um,
of.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, Jeffrey,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, he kinda.
kind of missing.
So pretty much they kill him because in the trailer you see them at the funeral, his funeral. I don't want to explain how they kill him. I laughed. I laughed
This movie is so
and
silly.
I think they did it on purpose because Jeffrey Jones was not coming back. There's no way in hell he was coming back because I believe something with underage
Yeah,
minors
yeah.
and he was involved with. I don't know the details, but it wasn't good, you know. So he wasn't coming back. So they kill him off, and the way they kill him off was funny, goofy, and
Hilarious.
and hilarious. So yeah, I definitely don't want to spoil that, but that was funny, you know, and it's a joke that kind of plays out throughout the movie, you know, with it.
You had
Yeah,
to do it though. It was so weird
yeah,
because in this movie, even though characters get killed off, they don't necessarily go away because they still have the afterlife.
yeah,
So you had to figure
Mhm.
out a very intelligent way to do it, and they did at least creative.
yeah, yeah. So we'll get into like a few things that you liked. You know, obviously spoiler free. You know, we don't want Brandman and other people to 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 miss out on the fun. But what you like about it, Brian?
Oh, that's easy. Look, Michael Keaton is a treasure.
Yes.
He steals every scene he's in, and it's just amazing how creative and like inside, like everything he does, it just turns to the gold. He's literally Midas. He's touching it, and that scene turns into gold. He's
Mm-hmm.
that good. By far, my favorite part in this entire movie was him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it was they had the right amount of horror with comedy. I think that it was just a good mesh with it, and I like the Tim Burton feel of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, right off the bat, Beetlejuice in this one, Michael Keaton in this one was just like no time has passed. Like he's obviously older, you can tell. Like he got some more wrinkles on that face, but it fits the character, I think, of Beetlejuice. But it is still, without a doubt, Michael Keaton, perfection, for me, because as soon as he popped up on the screen, as soon as he started talking, I was like instantly teleported to being a kid watching the original, and it was just he's so good. Um, but so yeah, he was great. And also I just liked how they kept a lot of the original kind of effects,
Mhm.
like things looked
Like it was
weird,
just yesterday. They
you know.
just did it
Yeah.
from a year from the first Beetlejuice. They didn't try to change it.
Yeah, they didn't up the technology with like this crazy CGI or anything too much where you're like, oh, that doesn't look right. Like things that don't look right, but it still feels right in that universe you're in. That was one thing I appreciated a lot. Anytime I saw anything, they did anything silly, I was like, okay, that it makes sense. Like if it fits this Beetlejuice world, that I did love. But for me, also the comedy from almost everybody. Catherine O'Hara had some good stuff. Winona Ryder had some good ones.
Mm.
But obviously Beetlejuice had most of it. But the comedy in it for me was good. I mean, you're not gonna like die from laughter from this one, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And there's a lot of things I didn't quite catch. And then my girlfriend like leaned over and she's like, "Oh, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah!" And then I kind of like laugh a minute later because I started to realize things. And those are always the best. Even like I had told her something and she goes, "Oh my god, yeah." So I don't know. Well, I don't know if Brian, you caught it. That the father's tombstone.
Yeah.
Okay, the shape of it. Okay.
Yep. I definitely saw that.
I
I was like,
laughed when they
I
finally submitted
cannot
it to us.
believe it.
Yeah. So there's definitely things that were like you catch on as you kind of watch more of it, but yeah, definitely a funny movie that I like. Goofy funny, goofy funny, but yeah. Anything you didn't like?
Um, I know those writers bangs. I just wanted to, I wanted to cut all of it off immediately. It was driving me nuts. Every time I saw her, I was like, what is wrong with you? You're 50 years old, you get the bangs that are all messed up like that. It made no sense. It didn't make
Uh,
it looked like yeah, Spock's hands on it. Like it didn't
uh-huh.
make sense
Mhm.
at all what she was doing. That drove me nuts the entire time.
Because it was more or
Cameo,
less her hairdo from the first movie, right?
it was exactly the
Yeah.
same hairdo
Mhm.
40 years later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
No.
I thought that was really weird. I thought they had some storylines that kind of went to dead ends that
Mhm.
were not needed. It became
Mhm.
the story became convoluted a little bit. Like it was just too much going on and it was unnecessary. It's a simple thing. Should have kept it as a simple story, and I would be fine with it. They put too many things in it that just wasn't needed. And it was like they were shoehorning characters in that I didn't need at all.
Mm.
And then the payoff for other characters really didn't pay off for me. So
Mhm.
Yeah. I think for me, it kind of like you, but like I didn't feel it was convoluted. I felt like it missed out on parts. Like there's things like you made this a point to tell me this, but then you didn't give me any resolution to it. And then I remember watching it and I knew exactly. I'm like, they cut. I know exactly where they cut it out. You know what I
yep.
mean? I was like, there was a moment here that would answer at least one or two of these questions I had, and it's cut out completely. And it would have been another 2-3 minutes max. You know, but that was my own thing. Is like I actually wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more my backstory, a little bit more of like the answer, the questions that they made me, that they answered or started asking. You know, it was them like, hey, this is why this happened. This is why this happened. Okay, cool. and then nothing comes from it. That was my biggest issue with it. Was like you could have made 10 more minutes of this movie max, and I think would have filled in some of the little not plot holes, but missing segments of the bigger story.
They had their storyline that went to a dead end. They had other storylines that you really didn't need. But if you're going to do it, you should have fleshed it out more.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just, I thought that the villain was like, could have been really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, okay, we're just going to wait to the end and then we're going to do this one stupid thing. And that was stupid. Like to be that creepy and almost scary. And then not be used at all in the entire movie until the end. I just thought it was stupid. So like, that's kind of what I mean. Yep.
Yeah.
Wasted a potentially great film. Yes.
Yeah.
I
think by not giving a proper like backstory on why they were doing the things they were doing, like they give you like it was really quick if you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a good enough reason. Like it was kind of a not I would say not a waste because I think that character was pretty cool. But it could have been greater. It could have been greater.
I felt like you started off and they spent time trying to tell you about this character and then
gone.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, this could have been awesome.
Yeah. Should have been the only villain. It's hard because the villain should be Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is the villain. He's not the good guy.
He turned into more of an anti-hero in this.
Yeah. He turned into like.
Listen, he saved the day multiple times.
Yeah. Which I liked because it reminded me of the cartoon.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, because Beetlejuice isn't an asshole. Because in the original movie, Beetlejuice is a bad guy. There's no question about it. In the cartoon, he's a goofball, funny, not a bad guy, kind of cool.
He's like the Cat in the Hat. That's
yeah. And this
pretty
one
much
reminded me a little bit more of the cartoon, which I was kind of digging. I like that. I did like that he wasn't the fully bad, but he was still the bad guy. But there's some things here and there story wise that were like, oh, I wish you would have fleshed that out a little bit more or answered more questions there.
I gotta say this one thing I hated: the Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis not being there.
Yeah, it does suck.
Made me like it didn't make sense. It's part of the actual book from the first one, right? That you have to be haunting for this amount of time. So I didn't like that they were in this movie.
Yeah, and the reason why they weren't in this movie was kind of again another thing that they didn't flesh out.
A one-liner,
one-liner, and then boom, we're off to a new one. And Tim Burton even said like he didn't want those characters to be in the movie because he didn't want to focus on those characters. He wanted to focus on these new characters, and I get it, but also
then find a better way of
you
doing
got a
something.
way to do it. Yeah. Like so I do agree with that. And it sucks that they weren't in it. But I didn't say for any post credits. Was there a post credit?
No, there wasn't.
Okay, because I didn't say because as soon as the movie was gone, I was like, all right, we gotta go get the baby. So yeah. But anything else?
Not that I didn't like. I mean, it was fun. It was corny. It was kooky, and it was exactly what you wanted from Beetlejuice too. So I mean, my complaint would be kids. I hate kids.
Teenagers, especially teenagers.
Oh my gosh, they should be like
I got that
came from the sky.
I got that vibe from the trailer. Even though I'm going tomorrow, I got that vibe from the trailer that I was going to be able to stand Jenna Ortega's character. Even in the trailers, I can't stand her with her permanent freaking scowl. And this basically confirms my suspicions on that.
Yeah, she by the end of the movie, she does like I don't know, redeem herself, but gets better.
By the third act, you don't hate her as much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is another character in here where you hate from the start,
Yeah.
and you just keep hating more and more. I was like, somebody fucking kill this character.
Why is
Yeah,
he still alive?
yeah,
How?
yeah. And the second he pops up on screen, you're just like, you suck. And then it progressively gets suckier throughout the whole movie on purpose, not like because he's a bad, like whatever. It's just
His
on
hair
purpose.
bother me too.
It's there. You just don't like the emo haircuts.
No, his
No, yeah, his was weird.
it's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
Bob,
like the cameos? Did you like the cameos?
which cameo? I'm trying to remember if there's any cameos. There was calls to other things that the actors have done. I thought was great. I'll hear. I don't know if it's not really a spoiler. But if you ever watch Schitt's Creek, Catherine O'Hara's in Schitt's Creek, and she does a movie in Schitt's Creek called like The Crowaning, I think it was called, or something like that. And it's like she's like like an actress trying to come back to being an actress again, and they do a small reference to that in this movie, and that made me laugh. That made me laugh a lot. So.
The Custodian.
Oh yes, that was okay. I liked it. I liked that one. That was a good one. The Custodian. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hate it. It didn't take anything away from it. It was funny. It was cute.
I think you could have used it in more like I can't say anything without we'll talk about Monday, but yeah.
But, yeah. Here, with that being said, let's get on to our rating. So Brandman, I know you didn't get a chance to see it yet, so we'll see on Monday when we talk spoilers, see what you rate it. But Brian,
totally my fault. I was too drained after work. I planned to go, and then I was like,
it's all good. But this is a movie I had to see now just because I loved the first one. But we'll start with Brian. What are you rating Beetlejuice? Now, later, never.
I usually grade these things by, I go with my wife most of the time. And a lot of things that I like, she does not like. And at the end of the day, we walked out. She's like, man, that was fun. I enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed going here. That was fun. I didn't hate it at all. And I loved it. She said that. So this is definitely a now for me.
Yeah. Now times 2. Yeah. You know what? Same thing for me. Me and my girlfriend walked out, and we were just like, "That was awesome. That was fun." It gave you a lot of the memory berries, but it kind of had the new thing. The best part is, as we were walking out, my girlfriend told me the song at the end. Her dad would not sing to her, but sing it, and she thought it was a fake song because it's so fucking stupid. It's such a stupid song, and so she's like, "That's not a real song." And then she found out it's a real song, and she like laughed because like for her, it was like part of like childhood, so that's what that was kind of like funny for her. But it is a stupid song at the end that made me laugh. But yeah, we enjoyed it. We both really really liked it a lot. I want to go see it again, actually. So I don't know if I will, but yeah, it's definitely a now for me, man. It is. It's especially if you really enjoyed the first one, you are gonna enjoy it. You're
gonna love this one.
You're gonna love this one. Yeah, it gives you everything you want from it. Everything you want from it,
and that's why I'm glad it doesn't destroy the first one. Because a lot of things destroy the originals, and it didn't destroy it.
No. It legit like builds on top of it. It legit builds on top of it. So yeah, liked it. I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. Definitely buying it on Steelbook when this one comes out.
I already pre-ordered my Funko Pop, so it'll be here.
Nice. But yeah, Monday we'll talk some spoilers and really get into to some of the details about this one, because there's a lot of cool things happening that were like pretty funny and pretty awesome.
I wanted some details, but yeah. There's some good acting performances, and there's 2 of them I really enjoyed. I really did.
So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of surprises too. There's a few surprises in this movie where I was like, oh, like what? There's one part that happens that I was like it legit. Like I went back and I'm like, they did not do that, like legit. So it was a good movie. It was a good time. But like I said, it's spoiler free. We're all getting ready for the weekend. It's gonna be the big, hopefully the big weekend blockbuster of movie to go see. I know Bram is gonna go see it this weekend. A bunch of other people are gonna go see it. On Letterboxd is trending 3.4 right now, 3.5, something like that. Out of 5. So yeah, about where it's at.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
I don't even know where Rotten Tomatoes is at right now, but we'll see where that's at on Monday, maybe.
It was pretty high before.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, 78%.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's about right. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see if it brings in some money and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all we got for the spoiler-free Beetlejuice kind of movie review. Check us out on Monday live for the spoiler discussion. Or hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be on the lookout for our next video talking about the spoilers. But we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. Let us know in the comments what you think about Beetlejuice. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Any good parts of it? Let us know. And thank you to everyone watching us live in chat right now. Appreciate you guys. But stick around. We got to move on to our next topic for the night.
It's so much better when I don't have to do it. Like I just have this big smile on my face. I'm not having to figure all this stuff out and talk at the same time while I'm reaching out. I was like, oh yeah, this is great. I haven't had that much enjoyment in my life in at least 5 weeks.
It is very different when you don't have to like think of what's next.
Yeah, you're saying it while trying to handle this thing right here while making sure you're looking at the camera. It is so much easier.
It's like you got to maintain a conversation while you're thinking ahead, which is like the anti of listening. Like so yeah. So I get it, man. It's not fun. It's not. I won't say it's not fun. It's
a great time, but what it was hard because we were doing it for 2 different genres. That's what it was like. So doing it for this and then doing it for football was just like, cool.
Yeah. Rico, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Mama Bear said, I was thinking it would be in the Beetlejuice.
That'll be the next one, the third one.
Next one. But all the answers I wanted related to this one, that I don't know would carry over to a second one or a third one, technically. But if this one does well, you think they'll do a third one, like sooner than later?
Yep.
Probably. Why not?
Yeah.
Like especially if it's a win. If it's a win, they need to win.
What's the budget on this one? It's got to be fairly low.
I can't think of it being, that high at all. I'm gonna guess before I look it up, before I hit save. I'm gonna guess $90 million.
100. That's what I'm looking at now. Beetlejuice 2's 100 million. Production budget is over 6.6 times the cost of Tim Burton's original. I mean, it's also the original was 15 million. Yeah, but I mean, it's also from the 80s to now. A lot has changed. Yeah, and plus you're playing when Winona Ryder. It's not gonna be top dollar, but she's been kind of coming back to being big again. Especially with Stranger Things. Michael Keaton, obviously. Still Michael Keaton. Jenna Ortega is kind of the it thing right now. Catherine O'Hara is still super popular. So I'm assuming those actors are not as cheap as they once were either. Yeah.
I think they probably came back for. I mean, the people that came back probably came for a low amount of money. I think that's possible.
Yeah, they didn't break the bank. They didn't RDJ their studio.
I need $140 billion.
Yeah. That was just for C2E2 appearance. like that, like they're not gonna break the bank, but they're not as cheap. But 100 mil is not bad though. 100 mil is not too bad for something like this. Yeah,
For
a
a
lot of
comedy,
practical
they have
effects.
they had different scenes, they had different places that they started stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I think it's definitely gonna make its money back. So if it makes like 400, I think that's a win.
400 is a super win.
Yeah, and it's very reasonable. I think it's very easy to get to too. So we'll see. Also, what's up, Kenny? Kenny said might have been
Kenny.
hard to have them in because Ghost Stone Age. True.
Don't matter. I mean, they looked terrible before.
Yeah, just throw a shit ton of makeup on.
Just remember when they were in the wedding dress and their mouth dropped on the floor, the jaw dropped on the floor, like
Yeah. The hated character y'all talking about played annoying so well. Yep,
he did.
Yep,
Yeah.
he did.
Unbelievable.
He did. Yeah, I want him to go. LOL. Yeah. Kenny said, "So now for me, I had a great time, laughed all the way through." So yeah, same. Yeah, it was a good time.
I say it beats Deadpool. It beats Deadpool Wolverine
As what?
In the box office.
Oh, for the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it definitely does. It definitely does.
I'm trying to remember, like, how long has Deadpool Wolverine been out? Like over a month, right?
Yeah, it's been. I mean, it came out July 27th.
Yeah, it's been we're coming up on a month and a half.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. That's right. It was the weekend
27th.
my son was born. So
exactly.
So yeah, it's been about 7 weeks, or no, yeah, a month and a half, about like 5, 6 weeks. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense.
So I think it'll probably do $14 million. Deadpool Wolverine do $14 million. So I think this movie does 32.
Yeah. If it could break 40, then that's a really big win for the movie.
But domestically, this might have an international component to it.
Good. It wasn't as raunchy as the first one. The first one was super raunchy. That's why this one it was very much more like the cartoon, which may be why I like this movie so much, because I love the cartoon growing up. Like, love the cartoon.
Me too.
Yeah. Also, they have a cup, which is not my favorite cup. I didn't get the cup, but they have a popcorn tin at AMC. Did you see the tin?
Really?
Yeah, it's the book.
Oh, really? Because
the
I
Book
was
of the Dead, whatever it's called.
But also, I went and saw it on Wednesday.
So it's probably not out yet.
10 wasn't out yet.
Yeah. So because at AMC they have a little display at the end of the counter, and it shows you all the popcorn buckets or the cups. The cups were, I was like, not that into it. And then we saw the popcorn bucket, and we're like, oh, we need to get that, because it was the Book of the Recently Deceased, or whatever it's called, and it's just a tin, and the lid, the front cover opens up, and it's just, and I was like, oh. So yeah, we got that for sure. And I didn't plan on getting anything, but that one was too good to pass up. Let's see.
That reminds me, you're here. I got all these books for you. I gotta send these to you. So I went and got the new Transformers one. New Void Rivals.
I haven't picked up the last one in a while.
So these, so there's 12 Void Rivals. It's the new one for Transformers, and then get to them.
Any X-Force 2, the West Coast Adventures. Oh, though, that's the
Disney,
the Disney cover. Yeah,
and then
the other Disney cover.
Goofy,
nice.
And yes, I got all of them.
All
of
nice.
these I can find. So
I don't have the one next to me. The Donald Duck as Wolverine was awesome. I was like, oh, yeah, shit, cool. Yeah,
but that's not this one. There's so many things here.
Let's see real quick.
There's a new Donald Duck Wolverine too, by the way.
Yeah, it's a whole what if with Donald Duck.
Yeah, so that's
cool.
It's the one that just came out.
The Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cool. They're cool. I think it's gonna be like a total of 24, I think, or 20 something like of all the Disney kind of variant covers. So
One of those, my guy, he just puts them to the side. Say, all right, here you go.
he already knows.
You know what to do, Brian.
Yeah. See, Kane said, yeah, you can't do Beetlejuice and not complete the third. Yeah, it's honestly the perfect trilogy of titles. It kind of is.
It is, but
It kind of is.
they waited so long for the second one, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and Kenny, I'm not gonna put the other one up because Brian might like just turn off his computer if I put up the other one.
I'm mad. I even looked at it right now. I'm.
I hope nope.
All these cameras and stuff like that, dude. No, there's no way.
Maybe X-Force 2. I gotta get caught up on some of the Marvel stuff.
I was with the Miles Morales Spider-Man, which I know he doesn't like. I did a lot of the Venomverse. I like Spawn, Venom War, the Zombie, Day of the Dead one, the Absolute Power. Keep on running with that.
When does the new X-Men run start? Isn't it this month?
Actually, I think it is.
Or was that last month?
Oh no. So which X-Men? Because I have.
Because there's like a new run, isn't there? And then the Storm, I think Storm comes out.
Storm already came. Oh, you talking about the new Storm?
August, right?
New Storm, or the Storm as a Avenger?
No, her solo comic.
The Solo Storm. Yeah, I think I got that over here too.
Yeah. He said totally fair. I read Avengers vs. Aliens the other day and enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would have. I'm gonna get that one. Yeah, I saw you post that up on Threads, and I want to check that out.
What did I get? Black Panther versus Predator. I did not like it.
Oh, really?
I did not like it.
Yeah. A lot of those crossovers, I'm not a big fan. They did Predator and Batman, and it was okay. They do a lot of Predator and somebody, and they're usually not the best.
I feel like it was very disrespectful. Yeah, but that's just me and myself, Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I said if they told me Yaya would appear if I said it, I'd be tempted to try it. Oh, the rebooted version, not the OG version. You want to watch a few trailers or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, man. What are we doing? Smile 2?
What was that?
Smile 2, Minecraft.
We did Smile 2, right?
I think we did Smile 2 a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, like
the new trailer came out like 2 days ago.
Yeah, the Minecraft one for sure.
Minecraft, yeah.
What the hell was that? But yeah, Brandman, I think you're gonna have a fun time at the theater with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. Also, I got some new stuff over here. So I built this. So this is a DVD tower that you can only see 2 of the shelves. There's a whole third section too. I started organizing it. I have I think it's close to 450. No, it's over 450 now. Blu-rays. So there's a few of them. Some VHSs right there too. So old school. All Disney, of course, because that's all we bought back in the day. But wow. And speaking of, that's why I had like Beetlejuice right here. I was like, oh, I just bought it because they were selling this at Walmart for like $4.
Yeah, I got one over there.
I was like, oh, I gotta buy it
over my pile over there. I had to build a new shelf.
Yeah, I like this because it's specifically a DVD Blu-ray tower. Like it's not really wide, so I was able to kind of move it in a position where it's like it butts up with my other shelf. So, but I'm gonna fill this all up for sure.
Yeah. So
that one, I got my tank girl.
I know you find it looks so much fuller. I was like, man, look at this.
Well, yeah, because this was just a wall, just a black like painted wood that I had here.
See, right here. Up. I don't know if you guys can see my DVDs
Oh, nice.
over there, my Blu-rays. I had to build another shelf because I have Blu-rays sitting on my desk. So it's like all over the place.
Wow.
Like just like, oh, I gotta do something with all this stuff, man.
Yeah. That's why I bought I bought this on Amazon for like $60. And it was like not bad. People were complaining. They're like, "Oh, this doesn't work right." So I had to like modify it to have it fit properly.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I was like, "Yeah, cool. I'll buy it and fix it." You know, but it's good. I like how it looks, and it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it holds a lot of blue. I think it holds up to 800.
Oh, that's
And
perfect.
I'm only at like 450, so I future proof a little bit. But it was the same issue. I kept buying Blu-rays and movies at the thrift stores, and I just had this giant pile upstairs. I'm like, all right, I gotta start.
Yeah, find a way to
Gotta
put
start
this all up.
Yeah. So then I got my Optimus Prime that eventually one day I'm gonna build.
I wish so over here. That's the football one. So instead of turning the thing, yeah, I'm just gonna have
the whole thing.
a different one.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna send you some extra bear stuff for that. Can you see it? Oh no, it's not. Oh, and I bought a bunch of other shit at the Goodwill. I bought a bunch of like stuff. It was at the Goodwill, and they had like these posters, like a Batman, a Green Lantern poster, like a tin poster. Like I was like, fuck. It was all like $1. So I was like, yes, yes. I got this actual. This one's legit. It's not a bootleg like my other one. This is an actual like Gravity Falls, like actual one that I got at the Goodwill. Brand new, dude. It's like not even touched.
Because no one knows what it is. That's why.
They're like, I want that shit. It has the logo, Disney, all that stuff. And I was like, oh, like the real one, not a bootleg one like my other one. So I was like, yes, for sure. I saw this like from as soon as I walked in, I saw it. I was like beelined right to it. But, yeah.
What did Mama Bear just say? Hold on. Semi off topic. Does Brian turn off the Christina Aguilera song by the same name as that movie? Yes. I would not do anything. Nothing with his name.
The name of it? I thought it was just Candy and not
the
whole word. I could be wrong. I haven't listened to Christina Aguilera since.
I would never. Look, there's things I just don't play with. I'm just not gonna play with it. No.
All right. You want to pull up the trailer because my internet still sucks. Comcast never came out and.
Even if they did, you wouldn't remember it.
Oh no, I'm pissed, man. I'm gonna like go over there like motherfuckers. You told me 3 months ago you're gonna come out here and fix it.
Like we did. You guys weren't here.
Yeah,
no, I would not. Tank.
Yeah.
I mean, chill.
Chill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you already missed Kenny already did that. They're like, nope.
Nope, I will never. All right. It's all right. So we can
go. Kevin said the new Wicked trailer looks okay.
Oh, okay. Let's knock these out real quick.
Yeah. Somebody be third. Everyone's differently. Oh yeah, Brian will stop me. He will. Yeah. He will go in.
It would not happen. All of a sudden, Tank will be gone. Yeah.
And Kenny knows. I think Kenny, one of his emojis or emotes on his channel is "Don't summon anything."
That's a good thing to live by.
Yeah, it's a good rule. All right, let's watch this Minecraft trailer and see what else we can get into.
All right,
I'll do it. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brandman, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to check out the brand new trailer that just dropped, Minecraft. So, I am a big Minecraft player. haven't played in a while, but I do love Minecraft. I get why people love it and been playing it for over a decade at this point, I think. Maybe, so I was interested to see what this trailer was about. As a Minecraft player myself. But I don't know. Do you guys play? I know Brian, you probably at least watch your girls
Oh
play.
my god, I watch my kids watch it, and they watch videos on how to play it better. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
You gonna watch a video about someone else doing it? Just like you gonna watch a video about someone else watching the movie? I was like, oh, that should shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you, Brian, man? You ever played the game?
I played. I've definitely played it. I haven't played too much of it, but it's fun. It's a good time waster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's check out this trailer and let's see how this is compared to the game. Let me not put that. There we go.
There it is. Okay.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
Second. Okay.
So they really just threw Jack Black in a blue shirt and called him Steve, huh?
Not even a beard trim or a haircut. Like just they could have cut his hair so it was more square.
They called him in the second. They're like, "Hey, can you come out here and do something real quick for us?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that happened. I don't think they thought about this movie at all.
Nah.
Me neither. I know it went through. I know a couple people. I know it went through a couple directors. Like I know at one point, Sean Levy was going to direct it, and him in the studio had a disagreement with the tone. So obviously he went on to do stuff like Free Guy and Deadpool and Wolverine. So he's sitting pretty. I know that Rob McElhenney, one of Ryan Reynolds' other buddies, was going to direct it. I think he has a writing credit on it. And now I know it's Jared Hess who did like Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre.
You go from Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre to this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't really have enough of an attachment to Minecraft to be like outraged or feel one way or the other about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just looks like a repackaged Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, basically. Right down to Jack Black being in it.
Just instead of The Rock, you got Jason Momoa.
Yeah, hell, I'm surprised The Rock didn't play Steve or Jason Momoa's character.
Yeah.
That's quite a hairdo. That's quite a hairdo on Jason Momoa. I'm assuming a lot of the budget went toward hair product or wigs or whatever they did to get his hair that way.
I cannot see myself paying money to watch that movie.
Me neither.
But the thing is, like, it's probably going to make a decent amount of money just because of the name, name and the love this just IP has from like a lot of the kids and stuff like that.
I think
even kids is like
Pixels.
Oh, jeez, Pixels was just bad. But Pixels didn't have an IP. It was just a bunch of old school games. At least this has Minecraft. Like that word Minecraft is going to bring in a lot of people.
My daughters have no interest. They was like, "You want to see this?" They're like, "The hell is this?"
Yeah, well, that's good then. They have taste. But and I think that's the thing too. I see this trailer and I was like, you took like the things that made Minecraft like like a sheep and a llama and the pigmen and stuff like that, but then it doesn't feel like Minecraft, and then you get Steve and then you put Jack Black in it, and I'm a Jack Black fan. I like him. He's a goofball. Does funny stuff, but it was like you're gonna get this very round man to be a square
head and all that. Yeah.
So yeah, it just was weird. It just like a bunch of people in suits were like Minecraft throw that in there, throw this in there, but it's like it doesn't feel like Minecraft.
Or
It just feels
soulless.
like
Feels
it
like
feels soulless.
yeah.
It's like it's legit a cash grab, and it just looks shitty. It's probably gonna be shitty, you know. And my thing is like Minecraft is huge because of YouTube. Like YouTubers made Minecraft the thing it is today. You know, there's still Minecraft, you know, players, you know, that all they do is play Minecraft and that's their living. You know, they make their money on Minecraft, you know. And I doubt a single YouTuber is going to be in this. You know, the movie that should have YouTubers. You know, you're not gonna have one. I guarantee you're not gonna have one
to try to to prove that you understood the assignment.
Yeah. So it looks like trash. It looks like trash. I'm sorry.
I mean, literally, like they didn't care. So it's like, what? Why am I doing this?
Yeah. That's sad. It's sad. It sucks. I mean, what? I don't even know how they would even make a movie out of it anyway. But
and that's probably what they're thinking. How are we gonna make a movie out of this? Let's just throw Jack Black in it and call it a day.
Jack Black, Jason Momoa. I mean, the color of the portal is not even the right color.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be purple.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's supposed to be purple, and it's like a bluish. So I was like, you can't even get that right. So, what the hell, man?
You know, internet, there's still enough time for you guys to pull a Sonic the Hedgehog and bully your way into getting a redesign.
Can you imagine? Just like everything gets redone, the entire movie gets redone. I'm embarrassed. My wigs look better than Momoa's wig.
I believe that 1,000%. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah. What even is that? It's like it's like a 70s kind of. He's got like a 70s Farrah Fawcett, Charlie's Angels thing going on with the hairdo.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so many questions, and I was just like, they legit just threw everything at the wall, and it's like done. Yeah.
This would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, they could have done it like the Lego movie and done it all, including characters, in the Minecraft style. That's what they probably should have done. It should have been animated, no human kind of live action part to it. Animate it.
That's kind of what I had assumed it would be when I first heard about it. I just thought, you know, when I heard like Jason Momoa and all these other characters, I just assumed it was going to be like full on animated in the style of Minecraft.
Yeah.
So you have a real world and you have a fake world, and this is where you're getting the fake world. Yeah.
They should have went that route, but they didn't. Let's see what we got. Chill said 160 mil worldwide. Possibly. I can see that. Sorry to think that casting directors believe that Jack Black can just show up and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they're putting him in all the game adaptations.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Jack Black too, he's not he does kid-friendly stuff, obviously. But he didn't get big by doing kid-friendly stuff. You know what I mean? He got big by you know, singing about like very like horny things, you know, like Tenacious D is very, you know, raunchy and adult. You know, a lot of the movies he did that were good were very adult, you know, and him being not kid friendly, you know. So it's just weird how he's making this transition to kid friendly. And you know, I think it all started off Kung Fu Panda, you know, like, you know, Kenny said Kung Fu Panda 4, Borderlands, and now Minecraft. Like
Borderlands is no nothing to it, but Kung Fu Panda 4 still made some money, guys. It's still a top 10 movie for the year.
Yeah. It was an okay movie. It wasn't the
it was fine.
But it was okay. Borderlands, I'm not even gonna bother watching. Minecraft, I don't know. I might watch it just to hate watch it, just to like you know, see what people say. Yeah. So it says someone who is a mushroom plush and believes all you need to do is put Momoa in a movie and it'll be a blockbuster. Even you go, pass.
Pass.
Yeah. And again, he says, I have zero desire to see this. Yeah. No, it's this is garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage. Sorry.
not feeling it.
It's just a smash and grab, and they're gonna get the money and they're gonna run.
Yep. That sucks. It sucks.
Oh,
Because then, like, I feel like some of the adults who think Minecraft is just like kind of like stupid anyway, they're gonna see this and like, oh, I was right.
See,
Yeah. So, it is what it is. Excuse me. But yeah, but that's our thoughts and some of our live chatters thoughts too about the Minecraft movie. It's called. Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this. What your thoughts are. Did you play the game? If you didn't, how do you feel about this? As a Minecraft game and just as a movie, or as a Minecraft game movie, and just as a movie in general. Love to know what everyone thinks about it. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us every Monday and Thursday. We are live talking movies, trailers, all that other fun stuff. But if you are watching, we appreciate you guys. If you're watching live, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.
yeah. That was not good.
Yeah.
I caught the end of it at the theater today, but we were running late. So we missed most of the trailers, which is fine. I think we sat down and it was this, and I'm like, what was that the Minecraft trailer? Because that like 10 seconds I saw of it was like, ooh.
My girls looked at me and they're like, "So we're not going to see that, right, Daddy?" I said, no, we won't. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And my wife looked at me. She was like, "But you see every movie." I was like, "Not that one."
Yeah, not that. That one looks so bad. Jesus, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm not feeling it.
No. I'm not talking money. I'm just talking the product itself. Kung Fu Panda 4 is far the worst movie I've seen this year, but it's
Really?
Yeah. It's far from the worst movie I've seen this year,
Okay.
but it's not good either. Yeah.
I've seen some really, really bad. I mean, Madam Web came out this year, guys. So
Ant-Man Borderlands.
Borderlands. Oh my. But we knew Borderlands was gonna be bad, right? We saw the casting and said, "Oh, this is not gonna be good."
It's a shame because it was mostly all actors that I liked. They were just cast in the wrong parts.
Yeah, it was not good. It was like, I mean, Roland is supposed to be this big dude, and then they keep Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
the
for real?
person you can find.
Oh, that's hilarious! Come on.
Yeah,
that's when you go out.
That was one of the.
Where's Ashton? I'm getting punked, right?
That'd be a great motivation tool. Get A's, or we'll go see Minecraft movie.
Like, no. That's it. Start crying immediately.
Yeah, coming out in April is said, so I would have to look at the calendar. But usually April is not a big movie. Probably spring. Yeah, that makes sense because spring break, right?
Because May is going to be the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got another trailer, or
we definitely need to see doing one more. But I am tired. What do you want to do?
Oh shit! It's already. See, for me, it's 12:30. I haven't been going to bed at like 2:00 easily. If I go to bed at 1:30, that's like an early night for me in the past month.
What?
Yeah,
I don't believe in 1:30,
bro. I last night I went to bed at 3.
There's a 3 at night.
Yeah, is that night or morning? I don't know what. But yeah, it was like 2:00, and I'm like, I need to take a shower. I'm like, I gotta take a shower. So yeah, by the time I got into bed, it was 3:00. I was like, Jesus Christ. So Time means nothing to me. At least for the next couple weeks. Yeah.
That's all right. Well, I can I don't know. We have to do a Bel-Air review and I have to record it and do it, whatever. So
I gotta check it out. I completely forgot, and I see you guys talking about it. I see other people talking about it. I was like, fuck, I see clips of it. I was like, shit, man, I really gotta watch this season. So.
Some of this stuff is like it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on.
Yeah. So that's definitely on my list to watch when I go back to work. You know, I have time to watch something when I go back to work. Yeah. That's
yeah. We could just end the night. Brandman's going anywhere, so we can go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah. It's just, oh no, Tink has a difficult sleeper. I know that pain. It's not just that, man. I mean, this past week he's been super difficult, like super. Like
really?
tonight, I've been trying to put him to bed since like 8:20. You know, and when I left, he still wasn't sleeping, but he wasn't crying, so I'm like, good enough. I'll take.
Yeah, but it's so hard, you know. New babies, they have your heart, so you can't really.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's like I put him to bed. Excuse me. I put him to bed, and then now I can clean the house, do the dishes, get stuff done. You know, and that's kind of like the problem. So it's like put him to bed, and then I do house stuff. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So, well, the good thing is I've been like catching up on One Piece because as I'm cleaning, I've been watching. I am on episode 988. I am almost at 1,000.
Nice.
No, man.
Yeah, it is also like this. I'm on the second to last arc. It's so effing good. It's so fucking good, man. I was like, how does it keep getting better? Every arc keeps getting better. You know, it's like
because you invested.
Oh, but it's so good. It's so yeah.
Seems like 988.
988. And I'm still like 200 episodes away from even getting caught up. You know, at least 200 episodes. But yeah. But like he's the big bad guy this right now. This guy, Kaido, the guy we met at C2E2, the voice guy. Such a good bad guy. He's such a good villain. He's badass. Yeah. But yeah, it is I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So he said I liked it, but I kind of fell off. So what they're doing is they're doing kind of it's not really kind of a reboot for One Piece, and it's called The One Piece, right? So it's going to be new animation, so the same animation style of the people who drew Attack on Titan, which if you ever seen Attack on Titan, that is a gorgeous looking animation style. Though that studio is going to draw the One Piece, it's going to be like a streamlined version. So they're going to cut the fat, they're going to fix the pacing.
None of the fluff and all that stuff that you
a lot of the filler, a lot of the fluff, a lot of them screaming at each other for 10 episodes, you know, is going to go away. But it's supposed to be starting. They're going to start working on it soon. But it's going to be for people who like, hey, I want to watch this anime. I just don't want to watch 1,200 episodes of it. You know, so
I thought that's what's going to the Netflix things going to be. So that's
yeah, that's going to be even more streamlined. Because I've been watching who they've been casting, and I guess there's still 2 cast members that are going to be super, super big and important that they haven't announced yet for this upcoming season. Katie Siegel signed on to be in the show. You know, Peg Bundy, you know, she's in it, and a few other big actors have signed on. Yeah, so it's gonna be good, but the show is gonna be super, super streamlined. They're gonna cut a lot of stuff for the show, you know, and for the next season, like they're doing like maybe 150 episodes of the show that they're gonna cut down to like 8 episodes. So yeah,
I would say that's crazy, but then I'm like that actually makes perfect sense.
I know you can speed up a lot of shit. You don't need to spend 50 episodes going through a desert. You know, like you can get that done in like 10 minutes, man. So, yeah, it's good. But yeah, the One Piece is the new animated one that's gonna come out pretty soon.
Mhm.
One Piece needs the
It's the
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah, the live action does. The live action's so good. After watching the first 70 episodes, I feel like the Netflix show covered maybe 1% of the show. LOL. Oh yeah, 70 episodes. You didn't even get past the first season of the Netflix. So
I thought it was like the first season was like the first 250 episodes or
no,
300 episodes.
that's the first like 80, 90 episodes.
That's not that bad.
You know, for the first season. Yeah.
That's not
They
bad
cut
at
it.
all.
They cut it off perfectly. I think they cut it off perfectly because the next season is they're doing into the big stuff. You know, so
Mhm.
yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, but I'm watching it. I'm sitting there like half asleep. That's why I know it's time to go to bed because
Yeah,
I
for
like to fall
sure.
asleep. The phone falls on my face.
It's all right, I'll roll over.
But all right. But cool. Hopefully I come back. This is my return. I'm trying to put things back in order so I can start coming back. But yeah. But, cool.
Appreciate you coming in, man. Maybe
For sure.
I was not going to be able to watch football and run the show and do this and keep everyone focused. It was not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, hey, he's here. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah. We said well, the first season ended with the glasses scissor hand dude. That feels like a while ago for me. The glass scissor hand dude. I'm trying to remember who that was. Well, the first season, the anime, I don't know the seasons, but the first season of the live action ended with
Netflix
them,
show. Yeah.
you know, of the Netflix they put their foot on the barrel and did their little, like, oh, we're gonna do it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But first, I don't even know what season I'm on right now. Like, I just go by the number of episode I'm on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 70 episodes isn't that bad. It's like one Dragon
One
Ball.
Dragon Ball fight. Exactly.
Oh, it's where they got Usopp. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh shit, man. That's so long ago. That's so long ago. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here.
Yep, it's time.
Yep. But cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah. Glad to be back. Glad to see you guys all in chat and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully Monday I should be here. We'll see with the sports stuff. It might have to ease back into that a little bit more, but yep. But yeah,
No,
appreciate all you guys.
There's
Yeah,
no way.
Sunday mornings, I was like, fuck, I don't know if this is gonna happen, but we'll see. But cool. Appreciate all you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Go see Beetlejuice. Let us know what you think about it. Go check us out on X. Go check us out on Instagram. Go check us out on Threads. We're on Threads now. So yeah, so appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.